Bum, bum, bum. Alright, get this out of my fucking face. Ooh, already cussed. God dang it. Sorry, YouTube. Alright, y'all. Well.
Oh yeah. Whoa. I wonder why my life would be.
What's good, Zilla?
Had that paper.
What's good, so much so?
Just a ghetto boy. A little ghetto boy. They tell me it's like the money, power. Money and power. How can this world rotate without this money and power? If I have money, I keep my peoples out the poverty, cause ain't no more stopping when y'all around me. Shit, this where they gotta be me. And every player got paper, shining like a superstar with matching minks and gators, keeping our family off this pole table, cause ain't no food on it. And every crap.
Yo, Zilla, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The last live, yo, they got my shit up out of here, so I gotta be careful with the camera. Yo, Complex was not playing, and so was a couple other I can't remember the videos that blocked the last live stream, the late night shit, but whatever, dog. It's all good. So now I'm being cautious as to what I'm reacting to. And when it's crazy is Tezlyn versus Ramaswamy, I think is how you say his name. Was on the Breakfast Club, so I gotta like outsource it through other people that reacted to it, just so I don't get my shit clapped by Breakfast Club. Like, bro, it's insane. I done told you. Bro, they got me the fuck up out of there, dog. So, like, but I've been looking up ways around it, and unfortunately, I got to go through the other reaction channels that are a little bit bigger and, are monetized to where then they have shit with YouTube to where YouTube allows them to react to it. So it's like, it's kind of like a loophole in the system, but I don't know, bro. I wish I could just react to the main source of the content or the main interview outside of having people, put in their 2 cents. But it is what it is, dog.
Up in this bucket, gotta move on it. I'm just a ghetto boy. Living in this ghetto world, staying with this ghetto chick. Hope to have a ghetto girl. And after all, ain't no spaces for that. How can we live up in this world when ain't no place for the blacks? Cause every dollar got a dream behind it. We seem to be blinded. Malcolm X, he had the dream to remind us. Believe me, having money can have this world fucked up, but it can't answer your prayers when you get down on your luck. I wonder why my life would be if I had that paper. I'm just a ghetto boy. Oh, yes, I am. A little ghetto boy. Oh, now if I live on top of the world, shining like diamonds and pearls, I'm still a ghetto boy. Yeah. A little ghetto boy. I done live my life up in the ghetto. Mama working now, was trying to feed her family, dad.
All right, yeah. That's enough of that. I don't need do or die copying me or their estate getting at your boy. But yo, did y'all see there was cocaine found in the White House? What's going on, bro? All of a sudden, the president that is the current president had the whole shit with the war on drugs and cocaine and all this other shit, right? But now there's cocaine in your White House, sir. What is happening, Captain? Huh? Oh, shocking. The uppity up people don't do drugs. Shocker, man. Fuck out of here. Now they're trying to say, oh, it wasn't part of the West Wing where we have a bunch of people come through and they visit. But I'm going to have to go back and look at my video history. But I know I heard one video that said that, like, the part where the cocaine was found in the White House, it was, like, in a part that only, like, certified people can go through that part of the West Wing. But now they just did like a what is it? What do they call them shits? Where the lady goes up. The White House holds the news conference or whatever. The lady went up there and said that the side of the West Wing that the cocaine was found in was like a heavily visited part by outsiders that come and want to see the White House and all that other shit. So to me, there's already a cover up as far as what they're doing. Is they're basically gonna say, "Oh well, we don't know who brought it in because there's a lot of people that come and go from this side of the White House." So, and they're like, "Yo, I think." She also said that like the Secret Service is investigating, but bro, like there's cameras, and isn't there cameras everywhere in there? They probably would have already concluded investigation. Yeah, it was so and so, or yeah, it was a visitor that came. So, but I'm not too shocked by it, but it's fucking pretty comical to me that the current president that's had a heavy influence on like stop and frisk and like well, he didn't have a heavy influence on the war on drugs. He did have like bills passed. I would say presidents before Joe Biden was doing his thing in the Senate or wherever the fuck he was in the 90s. Because he helped pass the bill that like I don't think it was, I might have dealt with stop and frisk, but it dealt with something with drugs. And it's just funny that he was one of those people that were really advocating for the war on drugs in America, and now there's cocaine found in your White House, sir. The hypocrisy, but we're not too shocked, right? All right, so um, as I was chilling, listening to my daily shit, just searching content to react to and shit, and this interview actually happened a couple days ago on the Breakfast Club, and I don't really like watch all the interviews type like shit like that. I do watch like ones that like maybe if it's someone I'm interested in hearing from, then I will watch it. But let me see. How long ago was this? This interview was 5 days ago. His name is Vivek Ramswamy. Hold on, y'all. Yo, what's good, DL? What's good, Turtle Dick Berry? Hashtag Larry. My bad, y'all had a phone K. A phone K? Jesus, call. Jesus, what the fuck is happening to me? Jesus Christ, my bad, y'all. I had a phone call. Jeez. It's okay if you're a fan. A fan of what? You talking about like the political party? Or it's okay if you're a fan of the Breakfast Club. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a fan of the Breakfast Club. Um, in some way, I fuck with Charlemagne. In some way, I don't. DJ Envy, he's cool, but he does a lot of weird shit. So I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan. I would just say it's I'm getting the other side of where people are going and spewing their opinions. Because whether we want to acknowledge it or not, Breakfast Club has a heavy influence on people that may not necessarily care about hearing the other side. A lot of people do go to the Breakfast Club just because they want to hear one side. Me personally, I go there for like any kind of like maybe there's hip hop shit or like they just did the interview with the 85 South show. And that was the first interview with DC Young Fly since his wife passed. So I kind of wanted to see what what he was saying, if he was speaking on that or anything. Other than that, I do watch the Donkey of the Day. That shit's kind of funny. So yeah, I guess you want to call it being a fan, that's fine. But I wasn't necessarily a fan of the Breakfast Club. But yeah. So they did this interview with this Ramsey dude. Envy is a clown. Yeah, he does a lot of clown shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And there's a term that they use, but I'm not about to use it because I don't like to get in all that fucking light skin, dark skin shit. Like to me, that's kind of corny. But He does some shit. He does some clownish behaviors. I would definitely agree. Master Shake, I did not come this far just to come this far. Yo, what the fuck? Antonio Blanco, relax. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. So on the Breakfast Club, they interviewed this conservative, well, not conservative, well, he is conservative, but Republican candidate by the name of Vivek Ramaswamy. Let me make sure I'm saying that last name right. Ramaswamy. And the girl that has been kind of stepping in, her name's Tezlyn Figueroa. And like whenever she speaks, it's kind of like I don't really know too much about this lady, but you know, she seems to be tapped in with political shit because that's usually when she speaks is when they're talking about political aspects, or maybe if there was a mass shooting, she's sometimes the one that brings in the commentary, right? And so I'm on YouTube, and I think it was the Hodge twins. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. The Hodge twins, they was reacting to this interview, and that's how I came across it because I didn't watch the interview at first. But so then the Hodge twins reacted to it, and I know a lot of times when people chop up clips and shit, you don't really get the full context of the interview. So I went back and I watched the full interview. It's only 42 minutes. Put that shit on the 2.0. You basically done in 22 minutes. Some shit like that. And fucking after getting the full context of the interview, I feel like Tezlyn and because DJ Envy kind of was like jumped in, was like, hey, cool, cutting her off, this and that. And I don't think like Ramaswamy was necessarily like cutting her off. She was just saying like she was saying certain shit that he felt he had to defend himself, or not necessarily defend himself, but correct the record so it didn't, her narrative wasn't going to be pushed as to what it was. And she was basically saying, like, long story short, she was basically saying that, like, if you didn't have no leadership role in middle school, high school, or college, what that basically that you can't be qualified to run for president. And she was saying that like one of her examples was that she rounded up some classmates because one of the teachers was taking papers. So because she rounded up the classmates, that was like an example of leadership. And she was basically pressing dude about what leadership role has he taken on as far as in middle school. And then it went, then she kind of jumped into, not that Figueroa, Antonio, god damn. Breakfast Club used to be good back in the day, say when they said what they wanted to. Now it's politically correct. If that's the right term, I don't watch them no more. Yeah, that's facts. Yo, what's good, Sneaker Jacks? What's good? Yeah, no, that's facts, Antonio. They have definitely become a left-leaning radio station. If you ask me, they try to say they're like centrist and down the middle. How, Eagles fans? What's good, Eagles fans? My bad if I didn't shout. Who else came up in here? Antonio, what's good, Antonio? My bad, y'all. I was cooking. But yeah, I would say I would agree with Antonio. Back in the day, they were more about, they said what they want, but now it's more like a political, and they're leaning towards the left, even though they try to say they're centrist, and they give both sides a platform to speak out and, give their opinion. But in this interview, I would say they really showed their biasness when it comes to political parties. Just a quick rundown, because I wanted to do research on Vivek Ramaswamy, just real quick type shit. Not like, everything that he said, but Ramaswamy started in 2014, founded a pharmaceutical company called Roivant Sciences. The Roy in the company's name refers to return on investment. The company was incorporated in Bermuda, a tax haven, and he also received $100 million. Where's my notes? Hold on, my bad, y'all. Dang, where'd it go? He received $100 million basically to startup capital from QVT and other investors, right? My bad, John. My son's going crazy. Ramaswamy was born in Cincinnati to an Indian immigrant parents. He graduated from Harvard College and Yale Law School. Ramaswamy founded the biopharmaceutical company Roivant Science in 2014. After working as an investment partner since 2020, he has written and spoken out against stakeholder theory and criticized big tech and critical race theory. After leaving Roivant in 2021, Ramaswamy co-founded and has served as an executive chairman of Strive Assess Management, an investment firm opposed to environmental, social, and corporate governances (ESG). After Senator Rob Portman announced his retirement, there was media speculation that Ramaswamy would run in 2022 election to succeed or success him. I think succeed him, but he ultimately declined in February 2023. Ramaswamy declared his candidacy for the Republican Party nomination for president in 2024. So that's a little bit of a background about him. He also, I think he was also involved in creating a medication that helps young kids that certain disease will hit them around 3 years old. And he helped create a cure for that. So in a sense, the Tezlyn lady was like, well, because you haven't had no leadership role in say like being a senator for a specific state or running for mayor or rallying or being like class president in middle school and setting up protests against certain shit in your middle school type shit, that he was not qualified to run for president. This is my opinion on that. Rui with the 50 million extension. God damn. This is my thing on that. We've seen people become presidents that have had no fucking experience in any type of fucking leadership, or not leadership role, but as far as being in the Senate, being a politician, being a mayor, or even being in the House, right? There's Donald Trump is a prime example, right? And so I think that's more or less where her stance is coming from, is her disdain for Donald Trump and how he wasn't in no political leadership role. That's why she's kind of holding this guy to that standard as far as him not being a good candidate to be president. Now, I'm not saying dude's gonna be, that he is gonna make it and all this other shit, that he is gonna become president, because to be honest with you, I think he has a long road ahead of him, considering the candidates that are in the run for as far as for the Republican Party. But I just think it's odd that this lady went that route, and to me, it's just, I don't know, bro. It was just really odd to see. And then I wanted to see if I could find her response to all of this, right? About the podcast. Well, I found her on Twitter, actually, and on Twitter, she hosted like an hour and a half long little like podcast. I guess you can do. I didn't know you could do this on Twitter, but now you can do it on Twitter, where you can do like live streams and shit. And sorry, I'm pulling this clip up. And within that little podcast live stream, whatever the fuck you want to call it, she was basically, her beginning statements were like going at the comment section of the Breakfast Club. Now, I'm not going to play the video from the Breakfast Club, but I will pull up the comment section after we watch the Hodge twins. So just so y'all get the context of what I'm talking about. And then I want to pull up the comment section from the Breakfast Club, from the actual YouTube platform, just so y'all could see, because Tez is live stream on Twitter or on Twitter. She was claiming that like a lot of the comments are from from paid people or from people that are that the campaign of this Ramaswamy dude paid to go and give their opinion and whatnot on the situation. And to me, that was really kind of nasty. She talks about like she has she kind of has a disdain, and she talks negatively about how Trump does things and how he responds on Twitter and stuff. And I found it odd that she was taking a similar route that I've known Trump to take, is that when there's people in a comment section pushing back or disagreeing with him, he then accuses it or pushes the narrative that it's coming from the Democratic Party, it's coming from this person's fans and whatnot. That's why there's so many negative comments. And it's like, to be honest, well, why can't it just be that that's how people genuinely feel? Maybe people saw the Hodge twins' reaction to the situation, went and got a actual context from the interview, because it's only 42 minutes, and seen that you was actually in the wrong, Tez. To me, it's real nasty when people start blaming certain other shit rather than just saying, yo, maybe me saying, oh, you wasn't a fucking class president in middle school makes you or disqualifies you from running for president is kind of nasty. To me, it didn't make sense. I'll say this one thing also. I want to get the chat's opinion. If y'all could respond in the chat and let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think someone that's never voted and only voted in the last all right, so I'll use Ramsey's situation. Ramsey claims he's never voted. His first time voting was in 2020, and the guy is 37 years old. Do you think people that don't vote because they just either don't like both candidates or for whatever their reason is, do you think that should remove them from being able to run for president just because they didn't vote their entire life? Let me know in the chat. I might even do a poll. I'm voting for Trump this year or whenever they run again. Kanye 2024, Kylo 2028, Pedro in 2024, Hot Twins. Everybody has a chance. Yeah, I would agree. But I think it's really, really, really dumb to say that because, like, I don't know. I feel her example of, because she should have just been like, all right, yeah, that was a dumbass statement. But instead of that, she wanted to go and blame the candidates. What's the word I'm looking for? The candidates, like the candidates' team, and paying people to go in there and comment. Like, to me, it was just nasty. It's always nasty when I think someone does that, bro, because it's like, bro, there could be genuine people in there expressing how they feel, and because you're trying to remove the amount of fucking heat and smoke that you're engulfed in, you are trying to pinpoint and point out something else as to be the reason why there's so many people pushing back on your statements and how you carried yourself in this interview. I think when people do that, it's very nasty. It's like, yo, just be like, yo, all right, it was a dumb take, because it honestly was a dumb take. Hell, I've been knowing people my whole life who never voted but be mad at who wins. God damn. Yeah, but what, like, I don't know. To me, like, just because Ramaswamy never voted until 2020, I don't think that disqualifies him from being a president. Like, I don't. To me, I don't. That's just me. But let's see what let's see. Let me let y'all get the context of this situation. So I'll shut the fuck up and y'all can get a better understanding.
Got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show. Vivek Ramaswamy. Who the hell's that? That's that sharp. I think he's in it. That's that sharp, intelligent guy. Vivek Ramaswamy.
Pastrami.
Ramaswamy. Rivik. I'm probably saying it wrong because it's
Ramaswamy.
That's just too much coaching for me. Hey, Kevin, get serious on Nah, keep it simple. Michael Smith. Tyrone Jackson. What's his name? Vivek. Vivek what? Ramaswamy. Hey, nope, man. You're canceled. Too many syllables for me, man. Ramaswamy. Is that sharp? I'm probably not even saying it right now. Is that sharp conservative, right? No, he's sharp. This dude is sharp. He's conservative, right? He's conservative. He is sharp. All right, I'll let the name go. You sound like a damn white supremacist. No, man. I can't say all that. No, it's just a different name. But no, first of all, this dude got like every alphabet in his name. What you talking about? That's not an ordinary name. Okay. How can you say it? He's running for president, right? He's running for president, right? Yeah, Kevin. President what? What's his name? What? What's his name? President, what's his name? What's his name? Yeah, Vivek what? Ramaswamy. I'm not even saying it right. President Vivek Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy. That's what you said. You sound like you said Ramaswamy. What is it, Italian? No, he's Indian, Kevin. That don't sound Indian to me. It sounds Italian. He looks Indian to me. Well, he sounds Italian. Maybe he's mixed. I'm conservative, so I'm a white supreme. You look Indian to me. No, but this is a sharp, intelligent. Yeah, I saw his interview, man. I like him, man. He's very successful. I mean, he's a millennial. And you know what? He's a conservative. When he shares his opinions, he can make you feel this small without. Without disparaging you. Just put you in your place. He's socially intelligent. Yeah, he's not going to denigrate you or disparage you. He's going to show you how stupid you are kindly. Yeah, not Trump. He just call you names. He just say, you stupid.
Oh, shit. Was muted. Yo, Ron Castle, good looking out. You said these dudes need to stick to eating food in their car and stay out of politics. Are you talking about the Hodge twins or who are you talking about? Antonio, what's good, my folks, man? When you medium steak, man. Only well done, he said. Yo, good looking out, Ron Casa. I didn't realize my mic was muted.
Get it all this. What is this? It worked. Yeah. So he went on the Breakfast Club. And the reason why I'm even doing this video, this shows you, by him going on this show, you will be able to look into.
Oh, what they used to do, like food videos or something?
Female's mind when it comes to voting. The black who? The black man's mind or woman's. You can actually look into their brain and see how they see the world. No, that's a dark place, I bet you. I bet that place is dark. I bet it's the Twilight Zone. They're gonna ask her. This is one black chick over there. I mean, she's so aggravating watching this. Hey, Keith, when I saw it, it made me turn into a white supremacist momentarily. Hey, Keith, what's that quote they say? When you're talking, don't have a debate with stupid people. Great white man came out a great quote. I think it was Abraham Mark Twain. Mark Twain? Yeah, that's a great white man. Yeah, he said, don't argue with stupid people. They'll bring you down to that level and beat you to death with stupidness. No, that's the black way of saying it. We'll look it up later. All right, so I want to go to the interview. Here's the first clip of him on the Breakfast Club.
Great, let's go.
All right, so just so y'all know, this is Ramaswamy. This is the Republican candidate that's running for presidency. He also believes that high schoolers should have to pass a civics test to become a voting citizen.
You mentioned, the pride of being an American and how important it is to have pride in this country. I'm also a veteran, by the way, for the United States Air Force. So when is it that you voted for the first time?
I voted in 2020.
Okay, so you're how old again?
I'm 37 years old.
So for how many years you sat around and did not get involved at all in any civic engagement? Is that my understanding?
A long time is the answer. And actually, that's what I wrote this book about. I'm not holding myself out as some sort of model. I'm actually offering myself as a self-reflection of my journey as a citizen to whom this country has given much, right? As an adult, when you have kids, it changes your perspectives. I'm very honest about that. Absolutely.
Okay, no problem. So let's go deeper into the self-reflection. So you've sat around for, and sir, I'm being as respectful as I possibly can. Please don't take anything
and you don't even
way.
have to be. And you don't even have to be. So take it off and let's go.
I'm sorry. Whenever you're debating somebody from the left, she says she's independent, but she's independent. Yeah, right. Whenever they say that, they're about to disrespect you. Yeah, she's independent. She's never voted for a Republican a day in her life. And why are you going to disparage somebody for being honest? Being honest. Yeah. Should you applaud them for it? Should you celebrate them instead of disparaging them? I guess she's got this idea when you run for president, you have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. You think Trump's perfect? You think Biden is perfect? Nobody's perfect. Yeah. I'm perfect, but I'm not running for president. So you screwed on that one. Hey, okay, keep rolling.
You've been sitting around in the country that my ancestors built for
here we go with
20 years. Your parents came over as immigrants, brought you over. You made millions, according to your resume, off of this country. And you.
Now, this is, to me, that's where the bad faith comes in. She's bringing up like the country her ancestors built and all this other stuff. And it's like, bro, you're like, well, what does that have to do with anything about this man being running for president? Like the qualifications that you're about to get into. To me, that's just, I don't know, that's a lot of race baiting shit. That's like, bro, come on, stop with the race bait shit, bro, for real, because. Bro, it's just getting fucking annoying at this point, dog. Like, all right, like, cool. Like, bro, like, how would it fucking sound if I get up here every fucking time I go live? Like, yo, my Native American people built this country. Y'all gotta respect what I say. Y'all better fucking listen to what I say, in my opinion, because my ancestors were here first. Yeah, I'm first. Me. Like, bro, I'm so sick of the race baiting shit. Because to me, when someone does that, they're pulling on the heartstrings, the people that are watching to then side with them. Yes, she's right. She did say that. So let's hear her out. Let's see what she said. Ooh, like they're already going to have a biasness instilled in them. And it's like, bro, come on. Stop with the race baiting shit already. Fuck.
We have absolutely not been involved in civics. One, not voting. And two, let me just ask, because I know you mentioned earlier, you don't want to sit around at the debate and talk about accomplishments. Let's make the accomplishments pretty simple. In high school, were you ever a class president or take any leadership role? Because your opponent did, Chris Christie. He was the class president. So have you ever taken any leadership at all on anything or just...
You can't teach leadership. You're either born with it or you don't. Of course, you can pick up, you can learn, but there's natural born leaders. You're either a leader or a follower. You can learn to be a better leader, but a true leader it's instilled in them from the moment they're born. Yeah. But I don't see how anything you did in high school as far as being like class president or anything like has any.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, the reason I got the screen the way it is because this is the loophole I found to be able to react to shit that's going on the Breakfast Club. Because if I just pull up content from the Breakfast Club, they're going to clap it and all that other shit. So that's why the screen is small like that when the Breakfast Club is talking. And that's the reason I'm reacting to the Haas twins, is because they're the first ones I've seen react to this.
How's that a qualification to become president? Yeah. Look at Malcolm X. He went to prison, pimping hoes. He turned his life around. It's a great example. Yeah, but she's making it a qualification. Before you run for president, you gotta did something in high school where you was a class president or something. Well, that disqualifies you. You stupid. What? Keep going. Man, I ain't looking at this. This is a fool right here.
I just correct a couple factual things that are kind of important. My parents didn't bring me over to the country. I was born in this country, and I'm proud of that.
No, I know you were born here in Ohio.
Yeah. Ohio. You know, you mentioned my parents.
I'm saying your parents were immigrants. My apologies.
And it's all right. You said your parents brought you over to this country. I thought I would set that record straight.
I mean, they were immigrants, but let's not go down the water hole.
No, we're not going to water. I just want to correct a couple facts. And then the other thing is,
you were born here in Ohio.
I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's right.
Right. So you've been here your entire life. So the question is, did you take any leadership role in middle school, high school, class president?
I did.
I know you played tennis. What is it? Explain it to us.
Student council. But you know,
bro, what? Like, why? Like, Tez, that was such a dumbass fucking question. What does that have to do with anything for somebody running as president, bro? Has anyone, as honest to God, has anyone fucking, when it came to voting for a president, sat there and been like, yo, well, I wonder if this guy was ever a leadership role in middle school? I wonder, because if not, that'd be a big disqualification for me. Like, bro, like this argument is already in bad faith. Like, she literally has to find the dumbest thing to pinpoint to try to disqualify this guy from running for president. Now, I'm not saying this guy is a good candidate or whatever it may be, because I don't know all of his policies. I've only seen some of them. And so this isn't to validate this guy as a good candidate by any means. I am solely here to pick apart Tezlyn Figueroa's stupid ass questions and to also point out how when the Breakfast Club says that they're not biased when it comes to allowing Republicans and Democrats on the platform, this is a prime example of the biasness and not allowing a candidate to basically talk about the shit that they're trying to do and do for America. Because the whole 42-minute video, it became at the intro, it was like that, but then it became, once Tezlyn got involved, it became this fucking stupid ass shit that we're watching now.
I think that this is yes, I've held leadership roles over my life, but those don't qualify me to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah. Middle school. What did you do in middle school?
Yeah, you didn't know Malcolm X was a pimp before?
Middle school? What grade is middle school? 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So you want to know if he ran for class president as middle school? That's a qualification to become president? She's making black people look stupid. No, she's making us look bad. No, you're looking through the window. You're looking into the soul of the black African-American voter. It's hopeless. Run for the suburbs. What does Scott Adams say? You can't fix this. Run now while you still can. All right. There's more? Oh, that's a lot more. This woman is, she's aggravated. I'm telling you, she made me last night when I watched this. Mm-hmm. I was getting the bed sheets. I was cutting the holes. I was getting my burning cross. This bitch was turning me into a white supremacist. You was getting the bed sheets. I was getting the bed sheets. You getting the horses too? Keep it old school.
God damn.
Hey, I need to rent a horse for a couple hours. Yep, I need some gas and crosses. All right, come on, let's keep going.
Student council, but I think that this is yes, I've held leadership roles over my life, but those don't qualify me to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, it kind of does. Well, I'm giving the test. I'm the test administrator.
All right, there you go.
So it kind of does, because when you go from saying I want to go to the highest office,
and I'll tell you, I've led companies as well. Is the other leader?
Right,
the main leadership role I've played is and I want to talk about one early part of your premise that I also want to say, to bring it to the country point. The other points, you use the word sitting around. I'm not somebody who's saying I want the next generation, my kids' generation, to have more civic duties when they graduate from high school and college than I did when I did. That being said, I wasn't sitting around. I've developed medicines, 5 of which are FDA-approved products today, one of which is a life-saving therapy in kids, 20 of whom die by the age of 3 if they're not treated, 70% of whom now live lives of a normal duration. Another one for prostate cancer. So I don't apologize for making contributions. But
so he's made contributions to society, saved lives. Yeah. But she wants to, what did you do in middle school? Oh my God. Man. All right, keep going. Watch this. It's getting worse.
I don't want you to filibuster that because
Just
that's not the question that I asked. And I don't consider, as a veteran, I'm talking about service. I'm not talking about what you did for profit. I'm not talking about what you paid people to do with your company. I'm not talking about
I've not served the country
because that means nothing to me.
You do
what I'm
realize
talking,
what I am able to ask a question. She's been
creating a medicine that saves lives is not what is important to her. It's more about, yo, what leadership role did you play in middle school and high school? Like, bro, come on with the bullshit, dog. Obama did nothing for me, and I voted for him. God damn. Now she's gonna say that she doesn't like vaccines because he developed. She's gonna argue just to argue so much so. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, to me, this shit is just dumb, bro. Like, Tez is just doing the most at this point. And it's just, to me, it's really just showing her, like, her biasness. Like, she claims she's an independent and centrist, however you want to term it. But, bro, it didn't come off from this interview as that.
I'm trying to ask a question, and you've been talking over.
I'm all ears.
We gave you the platform to let you say.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears. No, I was just correcting a couple facts.
She hasn't had a chance to ask a question yet. Every time she tries.
See, and then Envy is doing this cornball ass shit, bro. Like, bro, just stop. Her question is dumb, and she even stated that he came to this country. He wasn't born in this country, so he had to correct her. If, bro, look at the Obama situation, bro. When Trump was running with fucking Obama, wasn't born here in America, bro. That shit went everywhere, and fucking people was going crazy about it, bro. He's got to correct it. So it's like, it's not necessary cutting her off because watch. They like Envy's like, yo, stop cutting her off so she can ask this question. Watch how dumb her question's about to be. So like, bruh.
People are crazy.
I'm all ears.
Yeah.
So my question again is, your goal is to raise the standard, and you're saying you want people to believe in country, and you want people to have civic engagement. And sir, I just find it very telling that you haven't had any civic engagement at all, and haven't been at all. And when I say sit around, I don't mean you haven't done anything. I'm talking about in regards to service. Because one thing about political office, the same way that you want to change how people look at politics and look at this country, I want to change how people look at politicians. And when I see that someone hasn't did anything at all to be of service to mankind, to take a leadership role, it's not good enough to just be on city student council. Were you a leader? All of that applies. Have you been able to get anybody in the room at any time, from a high school gymnasium to Ohio, Republican leadership there to now? Have you been able to get anybody in a room to believe in this vision? I don't agree with a lot of your vision statement, but I do know you've been going around having these discussions and getting everybody emotionally worked up to talk about vision and debate. But I want to get to the practical. You're trying to go from preschool to president of the United States. You're skipping over city council, county council, mayor, governor. You want to go straight to the top. So my question is this a PR? Is this the PR, the perception of reality, or can you point to any leadership where you've been able to get people to believe in what you're talking about that they're not paid to do on any of these vision statements that you have? If not, then to me it's a moot point, because you're holding a standard that you haven't met yourself.
What?
All right, so DJ Envy said to stop cutting off so she could ask her question. Her question was basically, have you done anything in the political office to become president? Now, this is my deal. Okay, cool. People could subscribe to that, right? But also, I think we're in a generation now where people are like, bro, like we feel like a lot of these people that have been through the politician job, such as let me go back to exactly what she named off.
So mayor, governor, you want to go straight to you're skipping. I want to get for city council, county council, mayor, governor. You want to go straight.
So those things that she named off, right? I think we're in a place in time where now some people may feel like if you've done those multiple jobs, you don't have a connection with what's going on in America in reality, in actual going on in cities, because you've been in these positions of power and you moved up the ranks and become fucking what'd she say? Goddamn, I can't even think of the name.
States. You're skipping over city council, county council,
city council, county council, governor, mayor. I think once you kind of move up in the ranks, you become detached from reality, what's going on in America. Because a lot of politicians, they get money. Of course, they're getting paid good money to be in these positions, and they don't really understand what's going on because they live in their fucking fancy fucking mansions and rich houses, and they're not actually going out there and touching the people, so to say, as they would say, right? So it's kind of like, to me, it's hard to subscribe to the whole you gotta be in city councilman, you gotta be a county councilman, you gotta have run for mayor, you gotta have run for governor to be able to then be president of the United States. To me, that's kind of I don't know, bro. I think a lot of people are in today's times where they're like, yo, we just want someone that's real, someone that speaks for the American people, someone that says what the American people are thinking without putting it nicely. When it comes to certain shit, like, so it's like, what someone said, she wants professional politicians. Yeah, and that's the thing though, dog. Like, if she wants professional politicians, do professional politicians actually do what the people request of them? Because that's who hires them, right? That's who puts them in position of power. It's the people, right? Because time and time again over the last multiple decades and fucking presidency terms, we have seen where people, even people, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, come out after the term is served and said, yo, that president didn't do shit for me. Prime example, Antonio. He came out, he voted for Obama, and he said, he did nothing for me, and I voted for him. So it's like, bruh, like, to me, just like when you get into I want a professional politician and all this shit, to me, you just want someone that's detached from reality. Someone that doesn't actually know what the fuck is going on. They're just there to just sit there and be there. A prime example, Joe Biden. He's literally just there to be there. She wants her facts, Mellow. Like, bro, Tez is just, I don't know, bro. This was not a good look for her.
Mayor, governor, you want to go straight to the top. So my question is this a PR? Is this the PR, the perception of reality? Or can you point to any leadership where you've been able to get people to believe in what you're talking about that they're not paid to do on any of these vision statements that you have? If not, then to me, it's a moot point, because you're holding a standard that you haven't met yourself.
What? This dude, he's did more than probably 99.9% of all politicians, both left and right. Established a business, established a successful life-saving medicines, prolong life. Yeah. What more do you want a man to do? Like, Joe Biden has did absolutely nothing. And he's been in service how many years? Yeah, he's done nothing. All he did was enrich himself and his family. What has he done for anyone? Yeah. All right, it's going to get worse. Oh, man, come on, man. Hey, white people, calm down. I know y'all calling a gas station, getting stuff hooked up. Just relax. I already got 6 horses coming. You got some thoroughbreds coming. I got some thoroughbreds. Some black stallions. I'm fitting to ride on these fools. These people are so biased. I mean, you can hear the anger. Yeah. Like the anger, the partisanship. Her animosity in her voice. Yeah. Okay. How can you put down the things he's accomplished at his age? Yeah, she said you need to show leadership.
Yeah, to me, that's crazy, bro. Like, dude created life-saving medicine for fucking kids, bro. And bro, like, to me, bro, you have to be in a leadership role to then even create such a thing, right? Like, you have to be the one to really get behind something and push it and prove that it saves lives and everything. So isn't that essentially a leadership role? Because if it, like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but like, I don't know. To me, it takes someone to have balls to say, yo, I created this medicine. I believe in this medicine. And then I'm willing to stand behind it in every way. And it comes out to be a valid medicine that saves lives. Like, what other politician has created fucking medicine that saves lives? I can't think of one off the top of my head. Y'all can correct me in the chat, but I don't think not a single fucking one.
It's leadership. It's showing and proving by your actions. Yeah. You can show leadership in whatever you do. No, she just want to show leadership in a certain area. Yes.
Joe Biden may have been a better president 20 years ago, honestly. I don't know, bro. I think Joe was on the whole like war on drugs in America type shit in the 90s. And look how that turned out, bro. That didn't turn out good at all. It was a horrible fucking thing. It put a lot of colored people, brown and black, in jail for long periods of time for nonviolent crimes. And you know, it just put a lot of people in jail. So I don't know if I can necessarily agree with that one, but I respect it. I respect it, Turtle Dick Barry.
So if you're only going to count government service, you're absolutely
no, not government
right.
service.
Okay.
Student council in the 8th grade, 9th grade. Were you a leader?
Bro, she is so hung up on this fucking goddamn middle school and high school council, fucking honorable fucking graduate or fucking class president shit. Like, bruh, Tez, pull your fucking head out your ass and just realize this arguing point that you have was fucking trash, okay? It's okay. We all have shitty points at times, okay? Being able to say, yo, that was a horrible fucking take. I want to retract that. That shit was, I look dumb as fuck saying that shit. My bad, people. Boom. End of the conversation.
Did you do anything to rally anybody? Did you fight for better lunch? I did in the 6th grade with Miss Harris.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about government. I can go all the way back to the 5th grade every year, sir, because people who are in service to this country, if you're going to go around saying you want people to believe in this country that I signed up to die for, then I want to make sure that you're holding that same standard. So not government, not political. Let's not get it confused. Yeah. I'm saying, have you did anything of service that we can point to say he is a good leader, like Chris? And I'm not even a fan of Chris Christie, but he was the student council president in high school. So have you done anything of service besides yourself that has not benefited yourself? It's just a simple question.
Okay, she's saying because he's made millions of dollars, I want to know what you've done to be a leader that you didn't do to benefit yourself, like make all that money. Like she's talking about that, right? She went into the service. Did you work for free in the service? Didn't you go there for the benefits of being in the military? Like the GI Bill and all that stuff.
You just went for the GI Bill?
Yeah, you didn't go for any of that.
You didn't go for the paycheck?
Yeah, everybody does things self-servingly. Yeah, everybody does that. Who works for free? Who does? Yeah. You can't even go buy a bottle of water for free. Yeah, and without water, everybody's dead. That's how the world works. Everything is self-serving to one point or another.
She had bad intent from the moment she took this interview. She's been disingenuous. She doesn't like him because he's a person of color and he's Republican. She really despises people like that.
Yeah, and what's up with your green screen? Your arms are going.
Now, as far as him saying that, I can't get behind that because I don't know exactly what's her reason for the bad faith argument. I'm just more or less talking about the points that she has made.
Leaving and coming.
Yeah, you can't even get your green screen right, and you trying to berate this man for coming up with medicines for cures.
All right, let's keep going.
Man, I'm tired. I ain't looking at this. You crazy?
The acts of service that I.
No, it's good. Watch.
Look at that gay flag back there.
So, the acts of service that I have performed are small, so small that I don't even want to talk about them to boast. But yes, have I volunteered for this country? Yes, I have. I've always been interested in healthcare.
It's okay to talk about the small things.
I mean, these are small things, right? But thank you.
No, let's just mention it.
Bethesda North Hospital.
So it's really a no?
No, it's not a no. It's just something I don't like boasting about. I
volunteer. Well, we're not boasting. It's an interview. You're boasting on your vision and everything else. I think you boasted on the millions of dollars that you made. So let's just throw it out.
He did not boast about the millions of dollars he made.
Yeah, he never even brought up how much money he made. He never even mentioned that.
Yeah. Y'all looking at society through this like racist lens. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what it is? She's jealous.
Yeah.
His parents were immigrants, right? She's black, being in America, broke as hell. Can't even get a green screen right. She keeps bringing up the fact how he's made millions of dollars, right? I think he might. I'm not sure how rich he is. He's up there.
Yeah, good for him because he's actually improving people's lives. There's nothing wrong with making a profit on the things that you.
Yeah, but she's hating on him.
Devise,
she's jealous of his success.
Yeah,
that's why she's like that. All right, let's keep rolling.
Chief, I don't want to watch.
In 6th grade, Miss Harris, Miss Harris was. Let me give you an example because maybe you're confused. In the 6th grade, Miss Harris was snatching papers from everybody in the classroom. So me, as a 10-year-old, I went to the principal and said, "I'm tired of Miss Harris snatching papers," and I organized the students around getting Miss Harris to stop snatching papers. Now there was a consequence for that. I got suspended for 5 days for talking back, and I got in trouble. I got a spanking, and I was on punishment for months and months. But that is a simple way of organizing people. So I want you to kind of boast about it the way you did the millions of dollars and said what you did with the pharmaceutical companies. What leadership can you point to that you've been able to rally anybody around anything that is of service that you did not pay anybody to do? I think that's important for the next president of the United States.
Sure.
Who the hell works for free? Biden can't have nobody.
Bro, she is so fucking hung up on this goddamn fucking. Yo, give me an example from middle school or high school, like Tezlyn, Figueroa, like, bro, like, pull your head out of your ass and realize how dumb you
can
sound.
Answer that question. Even Biden's campaign, the people on his staff, he's paying them. Yeah, you have to pay people to do stuff. So you're saying you're only a great leader if you're forcing people to do work for free. Slavery was abolished. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're asking a question that nobody can honestly answer. There's no standard no one could reach. Yeah. And
I'll say in the interview, the full interview, I didn't hear him like bragging about the hundreds of $millions that he's made. Granted, he may have brought that up in other interviews or other places that he was speaking. So she says that he bragged and boasts about it, but from what I've looked and researched up, I didn't see him bragging and boasting about making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. You setting a benchmark so high that nobody can reach that benchmark or standard. Who's done anything that wasn't self-serving in one way or another, and where you made, yeah. I mean, look at all these preachers; they're filthy rich. You think they just doing it to praise God? No, they doing it because they want the money. They all holy. No, I ain't saying nothing. Y'all better fill this damn collection plate up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, come on, man. Just be real. Yeah. The job you're doing, you're getting paid. Everybody on that. All right, let's I think it's a little bit more.
So I've always been drawn to healthcare. That's why I ended up founding companies in that space. When I was in high school, part of what drew me into it was that I was a volunteer at a local hospital. I actually became the leader of that group of volunteers that actually discharged women who had recently given birth. That was it. Nothing big to it.
Did you do anything we can point to stand out?
But I want to say something about that because I say.
Well, he just literally answered a question. I did this in the medical field at the hospitals, and I was essentially the leadership. I was the leader of that program. Boom, end of fucking conversation. And she literally pushes back again. God damn, that's a crazy ass. Yo, that's a crazy ass motherfucking place to stop on this man. God damn.
Charged women who had recently given birth. That was it. Nothing big to it.
Did you do anything we can point to stand out?
But I want to say something about that because I said
now she wants him to have certain moments that they can point to that he standed out and overshined everybody else and all. Bro, Tez, you're pushing the goalpost and you're making no fucking sense at this point.
That in the book. If I'm being really honest, why did I do that in high school? A part of the motivation, I'll be just brutally honest with you, was part of the motivation was that's actually what allows you to get into a good college when you graduate. Is
right.
You want to check the box of community service.
So it was about you.
So there was an
about self.
So there's that, and I'm admitting that in a way that very few other people do. But I got to be honest about it. That was a big part of why I did it.
Yeah, it was about self, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to give it back to the guys. I'm going to be honest about it with you.
Yep.
Leadership is not about self.
I agree with you on that.
What I just heard is that everything is about.
Bro, this is the bad faith that I'm talking about. Yo, Tez, stop the fucking bullshit. Like, you didn't get into the fucking being, what was it? I think she said the Air Force or whatever. But there was benefits in there that benefited you for yourself. That's why you took on that career. Stop with the bullshit, bro. Stop, bro. If she's really about to act like, yo, I signed up to be in the Air Force to solely, and the only reason I did was to die for my country. You can miss me with that bullshit, and we know you lying. Like, bro, stop. Just stop, bro. There was self benefits that you was gonna be able to capitalize on. That was only going to benefit you and yourself. That's why you took on those positions. Bro, stop it, bro. When they was having sign-on bonuses back in the day to get into the military was like 20,000, 30,000, right? Sign-on bonus, right? That didn't intrigue a majority of people that signed on to be in the military. Yeah, miss me with the bullshit, bro.
You, and to be honest with you, this is just a PR campaign, sir, to be honest with you. And I think you're trying to go further to the right because you want the Republicans to accept you as a man of color. And I think the only way you think you can do that is to be so extreme.
To talk about himself.
And I think you need to do a little bit more work in service. I'll give it back to you guys. You failed the test, by the way.
Because she asked me a question, and
you
then
failed the
you guys
test.
said you wanted to respond.
I know what you're talking about, Bob.
So I want to make sure you're all done before I respond to it.
No, just wanting to say that even then, I would still want you to point out, even at the hospital, something that you did that made you stand out on when actually taking a leadership role. But you already answered it. You said you did it because it was a motivation to get in college.
Exactly.
Which means it was
I'm being
about
very
you.
honest about that. But
everything's about everything.
What is wrong with that though? What we all do things in life to put us in a position to be able to succeed, right? Like he's in school. He took on this position at this hospital, but he knew that, hey, if I take on this position, it's going to put me in a different position and it's going to push me further, right? So what is wrong with that? What like this? Like what is Tezlyn Figaro? A fucking hippie? Yo, just sit in the grass and whatever fucking benefits you and helps you, just do that and just sit in the grass and hopefully it turns your life around for you. Like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? This bitch is burnt the fuck out.
Thing has been about you. So as a veteran,
let me tell you something. I appreciate
it's very hard for me to follow leaders that make everything about them. So
no, Bob, because I don't give a fuck about Ben and Jerry's wanting shit for the fucking Native Americans, bro. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about anyone else that wants shit for Native Americans. Native Americans are doing fine for them fucking selves. So, bro, to be honest, you can say what the fuck you want about this whole fake Indian, don't this and that, bro. I don't give a fuck about Ben and Jerry's, bro. What do you want, another fucking white man to just come in and fucking help the Indians, man? Fuck out of here with that shit, dog. Suck my dick.
So you might want to work on that because it's a lot of veterans and Republicans. So you might want to work on that talking point and maybe do some volunteering while you're on the campaign trail. I'm going to give it back to Charlamagne and Envy.
Yeah. I want to make sure you got everything you wanted on the table. Before I respond.
If this was just us, it would be a lot more.
You guys tell me. I'm the guest on your show. You tell me when I'm good to speak.
Go ahead, sir.
You sure about that? If we're good.
Yeah, we're sure.
So I think there's a different worldview that we have. And I think the worldview is how one actually makes contributions in a country. I do not believe that there's a separate category of just if you're serving the country and then if you're acting in self-interest, that's somehow sinful or wrong. I reject that vision. To the contrary, I think capitalism is the best system known to man to lift people up from poverty. I deeply respect and I thank you for your service to this country. I'm grateful for it. I haven't served the country in the way that you have. But I think that the way you get ahead in capitalism, how did I develop a multi-billion-dollar biotech company? It was by developing medicines that save people's lives.
A lot of people say capitalism causes poverty.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that. I think capitalism demands that you provide something to someone that helps them more than you're actually charging them for it.
Man,
that's the only way.
That's a business model, sir. That's not
a business model. It's not, I'm not saying
that's not service.
I'm saying it's having an impact on society.
An elected official is service. That's the disconnect.
That's right. So now, I'm moving on to there are phases of our lives where we do different things.
Well, you're moving straight all the way up to President of the United States.
You know, I don't view it as a hierarchy. I don't view it as a hierarchy. I don't believe in hierarchies. The hierarchy is the way the bureaucracy works. I don't believe in so we have a difference in opinion.
You also don't believe in service, and that's where we're having a disconnect.
Well, I disagree with you on that.
Look, she literally just fucking put a whole goddamn fucking statement on this man that he don't care about people that sign up for service, politician services or fucking military services. Like, that's not what that man fucking said, dude. Like, bro, this is just nasty work on Tezlyn Figueroa's part, bro. Like, nasty. That is just nasty. Oh, so you don't care about people that that sign up for service and fight for the country? No, he never fucking not once said that. But because she's so emotionally charged within this interview, she then just fucking says emotional statements like that make no fucking sense. That's not what he said at all. But you're trying to discredit this man that created a life-saving medicine by saying because he's never did anything within the politician realm of running for city council, councilman, governor, mayor, whatever fucking position because he's never ran for any of those, he's automatically disqualified for running for president. Like, bro. To me, this is just she's just recharging energy that she feels about Trump and how Trump won presidency and never had anything to do with in the fucking politician realm and became president. To me, that's where this is more or less coming from. But to me, it's like, bro, like if the man has good policies and he does what he's supposed to do. As far and granted, not like a lot of fucking presidents don't do what they say they're doing or supposed to do. So, bro, like, don't hold any heed to me expecting them to really be about what they talk about, because I don't really believe politicians, to be honest with you. But it's like, bro, to discredit this man based off of your little criteria, such as needing to rally fucking kids in middle school or being in a position of political power, like, bro, that shit is stupid and corny to me, bro. Because like I said earlier, when you get a professional politician, does that professional politician really care or know what's going on in the streets of America? Do they really understand the gravitation of certain situations that are going on within within American cities? Do they really care? No, because you know why? Majority of them will say, well, take that up with your mayor. Take that up with your governor. They'll start pointing the finger at other people, right? So it's like, bro, me personally, a professional politician can be, I don't know. I would have to think about it as far as how I truly feel as a professional politician over a politician that hasn't been within that realm for a very long time, such as city council, councilman, mayor, governor.
You don't believe in service. Man, black people dumb as hell.
See back to it. I love that energy. Tell me how you really feel, Mellow. Ben and Jerry do have bombers.
Just go ahead and say it. Black people are stupid. Hey, Kevin, I bet you Vivek when he left, man, he's goddamn. Trying to help these niggas. Man, you know what's crazy? That's why Republicans don't go on that show. If you're Hillary and you got some hot sauce, they'll treat you like a queen. Oh man, Hillary went on there and they treated her like didn't ask her any questions. She's just automatically the best. Yeah, Joe Biden was with her.
Yeah, that's what I don't get is like the whole Hillary thing. Like, granted, like the public perception of the situation. Granted, yeah, they felt away. But, like, we didn't see this big pushback when Hillary did what she did as far as pulling out Louisiana hot sauce out of her purse during the middle of the interview. And then fucking Joe Biden saying, if you don't vote for him, you're not black. Like, granted, a lot of people pushed back. And Charlamagne did kind of have – he may have spoke on it for, maybe a couple of seconds after the situation, a couple of days later. And I think – let me double check that because he might have even gave – Joe Biden donkey of the day. But yeah, let's see. Joe Biden donkey of the day. Hey. Oh shit. I fucked up his name bad. I put the N before the E. It's Biden. Classified documents found. I don't do anything for gun. Joe Biden calls Trump the first racist president. Hunter Biden, okay. Joe Biden donkey of the day. Joe Biden running for president of the United States. During speech, he mistakenly said he's running for, okay. Calls out Republicans in voting for speech. Okay, I don't see nothing about, so I thought maybe he did get donkey of the day for saying that, but it doesn't look like Charlamagne gave him donkey of the day for saying if you don't vote for him, you're not black. So yeah.
About Charlamagne, the guy that said capitalism.
But yeah, they didn't really like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't like, it wasn't like this big fucking situation that they're doing now within this interview with Vivek Ramaswamy.
Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. He didn't even have no pushback. No pushback. These people are just.
All right, now these guys just basically give their opinion. Oh yeah, let me pull up the comment section of the donkey, the donkey, but the Breakfast Club. Share this tab. All right, so let me make sure y'all can see what's on my screen. All right, let me blow this up. My bad. Oh wait, hey, there we go. Goodbye. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. Right, I'm confused. So what we want in a president is someone who fought for school lunch. This is the most elementary interview ever. Y'all could have left her out of this. That is from K Mimosa. Looks like a black lady. She's an Abby. Steve Simpson, realtor. The fact that this woman views fifth grade class president as better measure of leadership than founding and running $100 million plus business to know how to valuable. Hold on, y'all. Let me move. Valuable her opinion. I just want to make sure y'all can see the comments because I know they may look. Oh, y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all can see them. All right, perfect. Man, this interview took us black folks back to 500 years. Vivek did a phenomenal job. Good God, she is insufferable. All the hosts were actually Vivek was calm, cool, collected, and most adult in the room. You're in my vote. That's crazy to say, Timothy R. To say he earned your vote by just this interview. I wouldn't agree with that comment. That's pretty dumb. Because over time, you have to allow things to play out until, for me personally, I have to allow things to play out to vote, to ask for who I'm going to actually vote for. Just because this person comes out and announces that they vote and they got, you can see the list of shit that they're saying, that the policies that they're going to push. And then, bro, like over time, you just got to watch people before it comes down to the actual date to see how they're carrying themselves, to see what they're saying and how they're speaking and all this other shit. Like, yeah, like to me, to just say this interview made him earn your vote was insane, but maybe that was a throwaway comment. I don't know. I'm not gonna hold too much heat to it. Give this woman the title of the donkey of the day. Well deserved. Go Viv. You outclassed them with your intellect and demeanor. As a black man, this interview embarrassed me. I'm a veteran, and when I hear somebody mention that they are veterans so much, I think that they are self-centered and they demand respect. You joined the Air Force, ma'am, known for being pencil pushers. Good to know that a majority of people did not like how they did this interview. It was just a straight up one-sided attack on the guest. As far as his comments as Air Force being pencil pushers, I don't know nothing about that. My goodness, that was a roller coaster. Vivek's ability to remain calm under the craziness was nothing of heroic. Man, I hope more Democrats see this. That woman should run for president. She sounds so smart and selfless. She is also a queen and deserves all the respect, regardless of her factual responses. Envy and Charlotte should run as campaigning managers for her. They definitely do not have any biasness and unencumbered. Oh, I don't even know how to say this word. Unencumbered political leaning. Vivek stayed cool. Breakfast Club just did more to help Vivek and anyone could have possibly imagined before this interview. That's facts. I definitely agree with this statement right here. They definitely have put a lot of eyes on this man now. So if they disagreed or didn't like what this man's policies, and really, if Tez really felt like he shouldn't run for president or shouldn't be able to run for president based off middle school qualifications, then she really pushed this man to being considered as a running candidate as far as the people. Imagine being surrounded by people who keep on make ridiculous points and you manage to keep straight face and give great answers. This was a personal attack. I haven't laughed this hard in a while. Being a student council in middle school is the best basis for being a leader. This woman is not a clown. She's the whole circus. Goddamn. Let's see. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. Vivek handled this interview well. Vivek, I created life-saving medicine, lady, but have you ever stopped someone from snatching papers in 6th grade? Yeah, that's crazy. So y'all get like that. All right, so like the reason I'm showing y'all these comments because I'm also about to pull up that a part of Tez's little fucking her little podcast thing she did on the whole situation, right? Let me see if I can pull this up. All right. Oh shit! Share this.
On exactly what it is that you're witnessing.
Let me see.
One thing is, it is hilarious to me
So y'all see
that I guess Mr. Ramaswamy's supporters are not actually realizing how their comments. Some folks say that there's been a text allegedly. Let me say allegedly that a text has been sent out to a lot of his supporters to flood the comment section. Some folks also say that you guys do know that you can pay to get positive comments made. There's a million services out there that but
what's good, Perm?
Because I actually know conservatives, believe it or not.
Perm
and allegedly there's been a organizing effort to flood the comments. Now, the reason why I want to let you guys know why this is probably
this is nasty. This is, to me, this is just nasty work right here. She is essentially saying that Ramaswamy's team sent out a large text message to all the supporters of him and shit to go and flood the comment sections of the Breakfast Club and say how bad Tezlyn Figueroa's interviewing skills in this interview was, and yada yada yada. But it's like, to me, Tez, I didn't know about this shit until it came across my fucking algorithm through the Hodge Twins and I think the Poor Man podcast. Until I seen this situation, I didn't get a fucking text message. Where's my text message from the Ramaswamy team? Yo, can you go please comment on this YouTube video? No, like, bruh, maybe people just saw this shit and they really disagreed with how you carried yourself, Tez. But to me, it's nasty work to sit there and be so critical of Donald Trump, but then to literally do exactly what Donald Trump has done before, such as blaming the reason certain people disagree with him based off of so-called text messages and phone calls being made to flood the comment section to make it look like a certain way. Like, bro, maybe it's just genuine people just disagreeing with you. Why can't it just be that? Why is it always got to be some fucking, big old conspiracy? They made a text and a phone call and 24,000 people went and commented on the video. Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, no, maybe you was just wrong. How about that?
Very likely
take your L.
That this has happened. It's probably exactly the truth. Is because for those of you that don't know, we watch the numbers on our page. We know who the listeners are. We know how they respond. We know how they engage. For those that don't know, if you put up
and just so y'all know, this was Tezlyn Figueroa's response to that interview about 6 hours ago. It was this morning that she did this
video on YouTube, and you get anywhere from maybe 1% to 3%. It's not even YouTube, it's just social media, period. If you get 1% to 3% of engagement, you're doing really well. So if I have a video with 100,000, so let's look at the, and I'm just giving you guys just some game so you can tell what's authentic and what's not when there's an organizing campaign, which I think is great. I hope they can organize maybe to get their guy up in the polls, because right now he's not even close. But I just want to give you guys some game. So the video, the interview, is 152,000 views. It's not really a lot of views when we look at other videos that do well. And I also want to make sure we understand this. The Breakfast Club is 4 hours.
God damn it! What's she
waiting on some folks too. He's not even close. But I just want to give you guys some game. So the video, the interview, is 152,000 views. It's not really a lot of views when we look at other videos that do well. And I also want to make sure we understand this. The Breakfast Club is a 4-hour radio show. It's on the radio for those who don't know. I'm really putting this.
Okay, she said it's at 152,000 views, which it probably was at the time that she recorded this, because right now it has 168,000.
For the conservatives who don't watch the show or listen to the show and really think they're doing a big thing under the comments and saying, oh yeah, she should be let go. As a listener, I don't like this. You're not our listeners, guys. And this is how we know. I'm just giving you the game because Mr. Ramaswamy, if it is your campaign that have asked people to do this, they're doing way too much, and we can tell. But I want to use it to my advantage to help you organize. And I really
hold on, Ramaswamy, if it is your people that are doing this, we can tell that they're doing way too much. So these are a lot of ifs, buts, and assumptions that I'm fucking hearing from you, Tez. There's no factual basis based off of this. You are basically moving off of emotion. if that, you can't prove nothing. So why the fuck are you even trying to use this as a pillar to stand on?
And proud to have the most engaged, not only comment section for the week. It looks like we're going to beat all political interviews. So let me show you. And that's actually a plus to me, guys, in case you guys haven't figured it out yet. You're so smart, but in case you haven't figured it out. So just to give you guys some social media game on how this works and how campaigns work is, the key is to make sure that the message is reiterated in the comment section over and over and over and over. And one thing I'll tell you about conservatives, they do this really well. And the reason why they have to do this the way that they do, first of all, conservatives stay on message. They'll beat that message in your head over and over and over and over and over and over and over until the point that
see, she's showing her biasness. Conservatives will beat their policies into your head, bang, bang, bang. But so will Democrats. See, this is what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to the verbiage of what people use and how they say shit, because it will indicate to how they really feel. See how she's saying, oh, it's only conservatives that do that? Well, man, you just exposed your biasness, because Democrats do the exact same thing. Democrats ain't squeaky and fucking clean. Neither are conservative and Republican people. A Republican fucking politician. So what are you talking about? You literally just zoned out one group of people and said that they do this, they beat the message in your head, but so do Democrats. You burnt out. I'm not even gonna call it that name, but she's burnt the fuck out right now.
Really make you believe, well, maybe there's some truth to it. For example, over and over and over, they stole the election, to the point that folks believed it enough to go storm the Capitol. It's a witch hunt. Conservatives do a amazing job, which I think.
Bro, that wasn't just bro. That took the whole fucking thing. There was a lot of intricate parts within the fucking attempted coup on January 6th. Okay, it wasn't just fucking beating the message in that the election was stolen over and over and over and over. No, there was a lot of shit that a lot of people played the part in, such as QAnon, Oath Keepers, Proud Boys. A lot of those sectors played a lot of parts in tricking people into thinking that the election was stolen, whether it was the voting machines or whatever it may be. Okay, there was a lot of intricate details. It wasn't just, bro. I just hate when people like. All right, whatever. Let's keep.
I think Democrats and liberals could stand to do better of messaging over and over and over. They pile on over and over and over, kind of like how they piled on everybody when they stormed the Capitol. So. And they do that because the majority of people in America are either moderate or liberal.
I know, Snigger Jacks. I know you are not saying anything when you like to be called Sleepy Jacks. All right, we know your biasness, Jacks. All right, so don't be calling me biased. All right, because respectfully, fuck Democrats and Republicans, dog. Fuck them both.
So it's not a lot of conservatives as you would think, but they make the message appear louder. They make it appear as if there's more of them than it is moderates or liberals or far left or whatever you want to call them, because they have to be louder and they have to be stronger, because it is literally, from a number standpoint, it's not enough conservatives. So the key
Jack, stop it. You stormed the Capitol to give Joe Biden a hug. Fuck out of here.
Is go in where you can appear louder, and social media is a great tool to do that, which is why Trump has, thank you, Sonny, for joining me. I'm going to pull in Sonny Conservative because I know she wants to talk to you guys as well. But I want to wrap this up and explain what you're seeing on social media. This is just communication.
Wrap it up then, lady.
So the goal is I have to make my message as loud as possible and do the most on social media, because that's the only way to get the message out. And conservatives, again, do it well. This is how you know that these are not our listeners. This is how you know that allegedly, I heard a text was sent out in the conservative database, groups to say, pile into the comments. This is how they're telling on themselves. We have 152,000 views on my interview. This morning, actually it was 15, last night, it was 15,594. Just a minute ago, it was 16,594 to the T. Now it's 16,600. So just since I've been talking to you, it's been extra 50 instantly. When you look at the times that people.
Yo, Tez, did you ever fucking stop to think that YouTube reaction channels have a large fucking reach, a wide reach? Did you ever think that, Tez? Like, did you ever think it might not be a text message sent out? It might be people reacting to your dumbass comments. Did you ever think that, Miss yo, you gotta be a class president in middle school to be able to be qualified for president of the United States? No, man, I swear, I can't stand
people are posting like back to back to back. Like, look, I'm looking at, I'm reading to you guys. You can't see it because I'm not on the video.
Really
but
bad.
Literally,
God damn.
11 seconds ago.
That's how you got off the charges?
This shows approve it. 19 seconds ago. This girl needs an education. 25 seconds ago. The Breakfast Club needs to stay away from politics. 30 seconds ago. America's not false. Federal Reserve is literally a country. 43 seconds ago. Not all black people are dumb. She's dumb. 57 seconds ago. Dumb, see dumb, a picture should be by her. Guys, you're telling on yourself. You're literally telling on yourself. Because at best, this interview, based upon this being a 4-hour entertainment show with 8.
Yo, Tez, someone calling you dumb doesn't fucking make them conservative. Maybe a regular person just saw the interview and just felt like, yo, this person's dumb. Have you ever thought of that? Is that a possibility? This is what I'm saying. When this whole political shit starts, bro, and they get to fucking sitting there pointing the finger. Oh, it's because the other side of the political party is sending text messages and they send their people to do. Bro, miss me with the bullshit. Just take accountability for the bullshit that you did within this interview. Like, bro, just take the bullshit. Like, bro, just take the bullshit. Just take accountability for the bullshit that you said, Tez. End of story.
8 million listeners, 20 million on the podcast. On a good day, 3%. We should maybe be getting 3,000 or 4,000 comments engaged. You guys are doing the most. You're at damn near 17,000 comments, which tells me that the text message that went out is probably true because of the consistency of the comments, because the amount of the comments. And I'm going to say you paid for folks to do it. Some people say that you did, but I'm just showing you this guy's running a PR campaign. This is a part. For those of you that don't know, I run Tezlyn Figaro Communications Group, so I actually do know how PR campaigns work. I worked on 527. That's a PAC that does this type of stuff to get people elected, to basically create campaigns that are designed to go against the opponent. I literally have done this, so I know exactly what it looks like. And you guys are overdoing it.
So hold on, you're criticizing them for something that you are now claiming. I didn't even catch this. Hold on, she's criticizing them, saying that, yo, you're doing this and that, and then she just admits that she's done it herself before. Where's the honor in that, Tez? What the fuck? You just literally criticize this man because he quote unquote had no leadership role within middle school, or because he's 37 years old and the first time he voted was in 2020. You're criticizing this man for those reasons, but you literally just admitted to running bull. Bro, run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Run it back. Run it back. Hold on. You're going to sit there and criticize this man of doing something and saying that it's disingenuous of them, quote unquote, sending a text message and having all these comments. But you're just admitting that you used to do the same type of shit, run campaigns to where certain shit would happen.
Which tells me that the text message that went out is probably true because of the consistency of the comments, because the amount of the comments. And I'm going to say you paid for folks to do it. Some people say that you did, but I'm just showing you this guy's running a PR campaign. This is a part. For those of you that don't know, I run Tezlyn Figaro Communications Group, so I actually do know how PR campaigns work. I worked on 527. That's a PAC that does this type of stuff to get people elected.
That does this type of stuff to get people elected. You just implicated yourself in doing something that you're criticizing him of doing.
Basically create campaigns that are designed to go against the opponent. I literally have done this, so I know exactly what it looks like. And you guys are overdoing it. You're telling on yourself. So whatever you think you're showing me, you're not.
Maybe it's your guilty conscience feeling like it's that, and maybe it might not be that. But just because you know, because you've done it yourself, you feel like, ha, I got the one up because I've seen it and I've done it before, right? But that don't grant you the ability to criticize this man or to accuse this man of something that you essentially have done yourself. Like, that makes no fucking sense. You're trying to make it look like this man made a call to where people flood the comments of the Breakfast Club, but and say that's bad and that's fucked up that he did that. But you're essentially now admitting to doing the same exact shit that you're accusing him of. Then who the fuck are you to say, bro? What?
Not. But I'm excited about it because I'm excited to see you organize in this way. I want to beat Joe Biden's comment section, which was only 24,000, by the way. Now, let me show you why. Let me show you a more blatant example on why we know this is false, why the comments are not from listeners, why we know it really is a campaign to say, hey, go flood the comment sections. And let me tell you this, there'll be no firing Tezlyn Figaro. I just want y'all to know, stop with the, she shouldn't have a job. I'm not Don Lemon. Number one, I'm not an employee. I have a contract with iHeartRadio. I have for the last 3 years on my podcast. And can I give you some breaking news? I've said much worse on my podcast, guys. Much worse. I actually took it kind of light. So iHeart is aware of who they had sitting in the seat. So you guys can stop that. And also, can I also say, y'all didn't get Don Lemon fired. He was already on his way out the door. I know y'all want to take credit for that. I know Vivek, he put that on his website, that he embarrassed Don Lemon. I know the timing of that appeared that you fired Don Lemon, but you didn't. You didn't, but it's okay. Neither here nor there. Let me show you why this is fake. 85 South came to the show on the same day, the exact same day. Now remember, the Breakfast Club is a entertainment show for 4 hours. So the majority of our listeners listen for entertainment. I do the news every morning, maybe 10 minutes at best. 85 South came to the show on Friday. This was the first time that DC Young Fly did an interview since the loss of his child's mother. That's why the views were so high. The views were at 820,000 views. That's about what, 7 times more than our views? Guess how many comments? 2,377. 2,377. 85, those that don't know, they have a #1 trending movie right now on Netflix. #1 in the country. They've been bouncing from 1 to 3 in the last few days. And they only got 2,377, which is about right. Because remember I said, anything over 3%, you're doing really great. Let's look at the, would you guys say that the Joe Biden interview was pretty popular? Would you agree? Put a 100 up if you agree that the Joe Biden, they say you ain't black, vote for me, you're not black, or whatever he said. Would you say that was a pretty popular interview? Put a 100 up if you believe that. It trended everywhere. It trended everywhere. It was on mainstream media. Fox picked it up.
I agree, Jax.
I'm sure CNN covered it. It was on every conservative outlet. Oh man, they ran with that message. Just put 100 up if you believe that the Joe Biden vote for me if you ain't black video was a popular video. Well, it was actually, folks. On Breakfast Club, the video received 1.3 million views, and it's been sitting there marinating for 3 years. I want to show y'all how this works. And I know y'all say, well, it was so long ago. No. Somebody actually commented 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 8 days ago, 10 days ago. It's still alive. Like, people still watch this video. So even after a video that's been sitting there for 3 years, it only received 24,737 comments. A video that was probably the most circulated video in political interviews in recent, in recent, if we say recent, recent history, 5-10 years maybe, only got 24,000, let's just round it up, 25,000 comments. And it's been sitting there for 3 days and still is very active on social media because people are still commenting.
To me, this whole thing that she's doing, Doug, is identical to trying to pinpoint a troll account to a specific person that you cannot prove. She is literally pulling up numbers to validate as to why there's a bunch of fake comments within this video. And to me, it's like, bro, you can't prove that. You can't prove that it's a bunch of fake people in the comments. Because when I go and look in the comment section, which we'll share this tab real quick, we see all these comments. We see all these, right? People got avatars. Some people got regular letters. Some people aren't that invested in YouTube, so they just have the you know what I'm saying? They don't change their avatar. You got pictures of people. We don't know if it's truly them because troll accounts do use pictures of other people. So I'll give them that. But to me, it's like, bro, like a lot of these aren't with accounts ending in multiple fucking numbers. Like, granted, yeah, you got the one right here with the multiple numbers, Sony USA. Sorry, I was reading this comment. Analytics side, Unleashed. See, a lot of it, like, now this one has a bunch of numbers in it, but I think YouTube does have like a 4-number ending system whenever they give someone a name. So if you don't go in and change your name, you kind of keep that maybe. But I mean, there is a couple with multiple numbers on it. This. So I don't know. I'd have to look in to see if there's any validity to multiple numbers at the end of YouTube accounts. Maybe somebody can correct me in the chat, but to me, I'm just seeing regular, like, now see, if we saw a bunch of this shit, right? This is something I would be wary of. User dash, it'd be like shit like this. This is what I'd be like, if we saw a bunch of this shit, I don't know, but to me, yeah, it would look a certain way, but I mean, to me, we're just seeing regular people comment, like, and it's not like it's like a NPC typed comments. Vivek kept it 100 and classy, even while getting attacked by 3 different mouths. A man of true honor and respect. Vivek completely outclassed everyone in that room. Like, to me, these are just regular comments. If you read through them, they're not too NPC. L for team on this interview. Vivek going in the hyena's den and coming out on top. I think they meant kudos for keeping composure. See, to me, these are just regular fucking comments. Breakfast Club, as usual, class act. Let myself, well done, Vivek, at keeping his composure, speaking with these clowns. Opportunity to ask him about his. Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't see them ask about was his policies. When I watched the full video in context, so this claim that Tezlyn's making as far as there's a bunch of fake or paid off comments.
So if they only got 25,000, let's just round it up, and you mean to tell me a video that's only been watched 137 times, 37,000 times, got 16,000? So we're only 7,000 away from a video that was probably the most watched in the last 5 years. Come on, guys. This is a campaign. It's a PR campaign. Just call it what it is. And so they're upset because I. And Sonny, I appreciate you joining. I know he's been running from a debate with you, so I wanted you to join. And I want to, I saw the comment about inspiring him to do something for civics, and that's not the point. The point is this. You guys can come up with all types of, oh, yeah, she's talking about the 6th grade. And that was just saying, hey, man, if you did anything other than yourself, let's go all the way back to the 1st grade. Everything that he's done has been for himself, period. Nothing's going to change the fact that your guy just started.
But so have you, Tez. You joining the army wasn't based off of the selflessness of yourself. It's because there was benefits. And if my numbers are correct, around the time that she claimed she's joined the Air Force, there was a $20,000 to $30,000 bonus to join, and it comes with medical benefits. It comes with the housing benefits. It comes with a lot of benefits to be within the military. So to sit there and act like you just did it because you're willing to die for your country, to me is a crock of shit, bro. Because let's be honest, bro. A lot of people go to join the military because that's the best way to change their life around. I can't speak for everybody that's in the military, but a lot of people end up joining because they're like, yo, I want something different. They're offering me this amount of money. I know it comes with this amount of benefits after I complete my military experience. I'll put it as, or going, if they're deployed or any kind of missions that they gotta go on after what is it? Why am I? What is it that you get after being like in the military? Cops also receive. It's like a pension. You get a pension type deal for joining the service. So it's not like Tezlyn Figueroa joined the military based off selflessness. So, Brad, like to me, she is full of fucking shit.
Started voting a few years ago. I noticed nobody has anything to say about that. They keep going to me. She's angry. She's black. She's aggressive. She doesn't go that hard on Democrats, which actually I do. Actually, I did with Fox News for a long time, and you guys ate it up. You loved it. Oh, the conservative loved it. Oh, man, she's a veteran. That's right. We need more of her on our side. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, Michael Cohen, who threw you guys under the bus, he literally offered me fame and wealth to come over to the Republican side in case you didn't know that. That good on Democrats, that hard on Democrats. Oh, man, you need to come over to our side. We'll give you fame and fortune. For those of you that don't know that. When I would go against Democrats and liberals and actually tell them to be quiet when I'm talking, far more rude than what y'all say I did here. Oh, man, they ate it up. That's the type we need, tough and smart and da-da-da-da. They ate it up. So, guys, I know how conservatives move. I know how Democrats move, too. You only like it when I'm on your team, 100%. We're in a team sport. I get it. I've been doing this a long, long, long time. You wanted me to sit up there and talk about race. You wanted me to bring up something about race. You could say, oh, look, she's a racist. She's always talking about race. You wanted me to go back and forth about the Civil War. You wanted me to go back and forth about his policies. Man, I am amazing. Lucas broke it down perfectly. You wanted me to get into the capitalism conversation. You wanted me just go back and look at the interview. He said, what y'all mean? I believe capitalism is the way.
Bro, the reason to interview a candidate that is running for president is to have them talk about their policies. And to push back if you disagree, or if you know there's a large amount of people that don't agree with a specific policy, and you're willing to stand up and be the voice for those people. That is the only fucking reason you interview a political candidate. What is she talking about? Like, we didn't want to, Tez, nobody wanted to fucking sit up here and hear your goddamn stupid ass fucking question. Well, have you ever been in middle school, like a class president? Have you ever rallied a bunch of kids? Or have you ever, had a protest to where you were tired of a teacher snatching 6th graders' papers? Have you ever rallied anybody inside of the gym auditorium? Yo, nobody fucking gave a fuck about that comparison that you made, Tez. Like, bro, what is she talking about? And then she continued, even when the man said, "Yo, when she was asking about the leadership roles, has he ever been in a leadership role?" And he says, "Well, I went to this hospital and I took on a leadership role that was discharging women after they gave birth. I was a leadership role in that." Well, and then once he said that, she goes, "Well, can you pinpoint anything that we can go and check out to make sure that that's factual?" Like, bro, it was like no matter what he said, you were still gonna try to harp on this man not being a professional politician. That's exactly what she wants. So much so hit it or nail right on the head when he said she wants a professional politician. That's all she wants. She, like, bro, and to me, that can get tricky. Because if you have a professional politician being elected as president, who's to say that they're not detached from the actual reality that goes on within these American streets? Because let's be honest, when you get a person that's been a politician for many, many years, they're rich. They're living their mansions. They don't go out there and touch the people, as they would say, right? They don't get involved in shit. A lot of them just sit comfortably in their mansions and raise their families and get involved in whatever shit, that little hobbies they like to get involved in. They're not actually really out here walking the streets. The only time they actually do that is when their position is up for re-election. That's the only fucking time. So to me, a professional politician may not be the best person. It could, like, I'm not saying it like I'm completely against it, but I'm 50-50. A professional politician may not be the greatest person to be president, just because they may be so detached from reality of what actually is going on that they don't know what to fix, because they're so used to living in their mansion and wearing designer and buying these three-piece multi-threaded suit type shit, the real fancy shit, $10,000 suits. Like, bruh, like, so, like, I don't know. To me, a professional politician is iffy. I would really have to get an understanding of the person's moral and integrity and all that shit. Like, bruh.
And Charlamagne said, "Well, say capitalism is bad." Well, tell me more, Charlamagne. He wanted to. This is a Harvard and a Yale Law School grad. He wanted the debate about the things that he's comfortable debating about. I brought up the one thing that is not debatable, which is you have not participated in democracy until the last few years. And you are requiring, the only reason why I brought up military guys is because he is requiring that in order to participate in democracy. The man said, if you cannot pass a civics test at 18, which even though you take civics all throughout high school, then you need to go serve in the military for 6 months or a first responder. That's the only reason why I brought it up, because it was relevant to the argument. He has not done either of those things. And you guys are missing the point. You're allowing them to pull you into the minutia of every other topic. Was I angry? Was I aggressive? Did I do something in the 6th grade? Oh, he did something. He sold a pharmaceutical. He created FDA. He this, he that, he did it. Oh, he did far more than what you did in the 6th grade. I'm not falling for it, guys. I know how you.
Look how quick she is to dismiss this man creating a life-saving medicine. To me, that is insane, bro. This man created a life-saving medicine, and you're willing to just throw that to the wayside because you want a valid example of this man being in a leadership role in fucking middle school, Tez. Like, seriously? Like, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about right now? Like, to me, the left is so, like, progressive and, oh, save lives and this and that, and the whole fucking, oh, like they should come out with cures for this and that. We should trust vaccines and all this other shit, right? But this man literally created a life-saving medicine for 3-year-old for children that are of the age of 3 years old. And you're throwing that to the wayside because you want a fucking example of him being in a leadership role in middle school. Like, bro, Tez, bro, get her the fuck up out of here, bro. Like, if that's what these syndicated radio shows are about to do, bro, just get ready to shut your whole shit down, bro. Because the people are about to push back and they ain't gonna watch none of your shit, dog.
You do. I'm really good at this. Believe it or not. You can't make me think that I'm not. You know how I know that I am? Because you guys are literally organizing a campaign in the comment section. I made you organize. Round of applause for you exercising your comment service duty and getting busy in the comment section. And now I can say with my chest that one question, that one interview, we're on track to beat Joe Biden's comment section. And conservatives, I think you can do more. I think you can do more. I will be disappointed if we don't beat the 25,000. So send out another text. Don't waste the comments on Twitter. Don't waste them on TikTok. Go to the YouTube comment section. I'm literally asking you to do it.
The condescending, manipulative, fucking narcissistic bullshit she is pulling right now is so fucking nasty, bro. Like, this is just, bro, this is prime example of condescending narcissism, bro. Like, bro, this is just nasty work.
Follow the lead of a black woman and go to the comment section and get busy. Because in case you guys don't realize it, that's actually how this works. In case you guys don't realize it, that's how it works. For every comment, the algorithm pops it up. It makes it bigger. It makes the interview bigger. Can I give you guys another secret? Do you know I'm sitting next to Charlamagne the God, probably the most about in radio in history? Do y'all realize that? Like, seriously, do y'all realize that? Maybe, well, you probably don't because you don't watch the show. Charlamagne's the most talked about in probably radio, at least in my generation, in radio history. This man is talked about every day, all day, across every platform. Literally. Oh, hey, Joey, I saw you were talking about me as well. I hope you go back and rewind this, Joey. So yeah, so talking about me and, oh man, I'm sitting next to the guy that is he literally was called an asshole. Literally, he would call himself that. So this is child's play. I want you guys to do better, Joey. Like I told you yesterday, Joey, don't waste time talking about me in the comment section on YouTube. On Twitter. Go to the comment section on YouTube and make your voice heard. Don't let Sleepy Joe, as y'all call him, don't let Sleepy Joe beat you. Did Joey leave? Did he get upset and leave? Uh-oh, did Joey leave? When I called him by name, he left. He was so talkative on the comment section and on Twitter. What happened, Joey? I want you to do a service, do a good PR service, and let's bump these comments up. Don't let Joe Biden beat you. And guess what? No matter how many times you comment, which I want 25,000, I'll be disappointed if you don't get 25,000. It's still not going to change that your guy just started voting a few years ago, and he's requiring people to meet a certain benchmark that he wasn't able to beat in order to participate in democracy.
Bro, this is fucking beyond nasty, bro. She is literally trying to do a Jedi mind trick shit, bro. But it's like, yo, Tez, no matter how many fucking numbers, how many people comment within that comment section, your take is still fucking trash. No matter the amount of numbers or views that video gets, or more than the Joe Biden situation video, whatever the comment section, whatever the fuck you want to say, it does not matter. Your take was fucking idiotic, bro. Like, what? Like, Tez, like, this is the bullshit that I'm talking. Like, bro. Bro, she is literally acting like a fucking snake oil salesman / politician right now.
PR campaign. You're doing a great job, by the way, but I want you to do better. I want you to beat Sleepy Joe, as y'all call him. Beat Sleepy Joe's comments, guys. Come on, let's get 25,000. You only need about 5,000 more. Get busy. Let's bring in Sonny Johnson, who, from my understanding, you guys have been avoiding talking to her. So what I do is I like to use my platform, since I'm getting you all upset. This is what I've done for years, by the way. I like to use my platform to shine a light on others, something that your guy doesn't do ever. So let me pass the mic on over to Sonny so she can say whatever it is she wants to say. And I'll keep doing this every day, all day. We're all going to ride this. Let's make sure that we capitalize off this moment, guys. You are big mad. I want to help you get a little bit madder. And then I want to turn it over to other conservatives that have some things that they want to get off their chest so that we can use this time wisely. Good morning, Sonny.
So this is essentially, she's doing this for herself. She gets a kick out of people getting a rise and getting a rise out of people and getting people mad, right? Well, wasn't you just criticizing that man for wanting to do shit for himself, such as, do the hospital leadership position, to put himself in a position to be able to go to Yale and Harvard? Bro, Tez, you're wrong.
I think maybe it's not showing you. Let me add you again.
That does not do again. And that is why they run
all the dumb and the aggressive and the like you had so much to say on Twitter. Stay in, buddy. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and listen to the conversation. They weren't expecting to see me as well because the show is actually DJ Envy and Charlamagne. So let's just be real. His plan was, I'm just going to go down to this little hip hop, little black Negro show, and I'll just, pop in and say, well, it's smell.
Now she's painting this man out to be a racist. She just said that he was thinking that he's just going to go to this little hip hop Negro show and it's going to be all kumbaya. Why? Like, how are you able to say that that's what that man was thinking? Like, maybe he was just thinking, yo, I'm going to go do this interview. They're going to ask me about my policies. They're, of course, going to push back and things are going to be just a normal candidate interview. Like, where sometimes shit does get heated. But like, what? Like, What, bro? This is what I'm saying, bro. Tez is doing a lot of race baiting, and the shit is nasty work, bro.
And Amazing Lewis broke it down play by play. I'll just come in and we'll talk over their heads and talk a little bit about how I want to change the country and how we need to all unite and da da da. It was supposed to be in, talk down, talk to, and leave. Until I popped in and threw the game all the way off. Because he had no idea that I would be there, because they don't market me as a part of that show and certainly not a part of the interview process. I'm really there to do the front page news. So I threw it off. And when he came in and said, "Oh, okay, hello," it was all over his face. It also was all over his face how shook he was at the end of the interview. So y'all guys, you didn't see that part, how upset he was at the end of the interview. So he wasn't expecting me to be there. He was coming in, like Sonny said, to what he presumed was probably liberal or left, even though you guys got to make your mind up. 1 minute y'all say Charlamagne is a conservative, the next minute y'all say he's a Democrat. I'm so confused.
Hey, Tez, when you fucking sit there and be a narcissist and basically say, yo, I don't give a fuck that you created life-saving medicine for children. I only care about what you did in middle school as a leadership role. Yeah, of course, I'm pretty sure anybody would be fucking annoyed, okay? Does that not make sense in your fucking brain, moron? Like, bro, you're literally dismissing this man creating life-saving medicine because he fucking couldn't pinpoint a leadership role he took in fucking middle school, dog. Like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, Tez. You lack so much fucking self-awareness. It's disgusting, bro. Like, but nah, I'm not even gonna go that route. But you're fucking this is nasty work.
All y'all to get together and figure it out. But the point is, he wasn't expecting to get the conversation that he had, and he damn sure. Let me just give you the game. Go look at his interviews on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. They always ask, "Hey, people say you don't have experience. Tell us why people should vote for you." His answer is the same. Well, we need somebody from the outside. We need an out.
He doesn't seem that mad or annoyed. On my phone, I just scrolled to the 41 minute and 3 second mark. He said, "I respect your views." Let me see. He said his message to her is that if you don't agree or don't respect his views, then you don't have to vote for him. To me, that's not someone that's mad. Like, bro, like, what is Tez talking about? How mad he was? Like,
we need somebody that's not a part of the process. We need somebody that's not a part of the bubble. In fact, he said that to Charlamagne in the very beginning. If you go back and watch the interview, for those who say I overtalked, I didn't say anything for about at least 10, 15 minutes of the interview. I came in towards the last. It was just the most powerful of the.
Okay, you didn't say nothing for the 10 minutes in the beginning of the interview, right? But the interview is 40 minutes. So you essentially came in after the 10-minute mark and spoke the whole 30 other fucking minutes. So that would mean that you spoke the majority of the interview, you goddamn dummy. Jesus Christ.
Issue guys off the most. So actually, he talked for a good minute before I said anything at all. It wasn't until Envy said, "Hey, Tez, I'm sure she has some questions. Come on in." And when I said something, and I literally just asked one question and kept trying to give it back, saying, "I'm gonna give it back to Charlamagne. I'm gonna give it back to Charlamagne." He kept coming back to me, wanting the last word to, like Lucas eloquently said, to reframe.
Bro, this is so much cap, dog. Y'all can go watch the interview for yourself. I'm done listening to her condescending, fucking narcissistic bullshit. Like, since that's words that they like to throw around and use, then I'm gonna use them when they do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that is Tez. This is nasty work. Just admit your questions were fucking shitty. You guys didn't even get into what the man's policies are to essentially be able to really push back on what his policies are. Tez just really disagrees with one of his policies, and so she didn't even care to pinpoint. She just kind of subtly touched on that policy, and the policy is, in case you're wondering, is that high schoolers should be able to should have to pass a, what is it? Hold on, let me look up the exact policy that he's pushing. Where is it at? One of his policies is that high schoolers should have to pass a civics test to become a voting citizen. Now, in case y'all don't know what a civics test is, if y'all don't think I'm bullshit, civics test. Okay, how should I can't share? Gotta press present. Civics test. So pull up the definition of civics test. It says, as a part of naturalization process, applications for U.S. citizenship must pass a 2-part naturalization test. That's a neutralization. Goddamn, naturalization test. The first component is an English test that assesses the applicant's ability to read, write, and speak in the language. The second The second, a civics test evaluates the applicant's knowledge of the U.S. history and government. I could see why people have an issue with that, right? But I could also understand why he thinks that would be a valid reason to get people to be able to vote in America. Now, if he was, I don't know how they would be able to retract this back to everybody that isn't in high school. Maybe I'd have to look in to see if the policy is like, if he was to become president moving forward, this policy is in place that high schoolers have to pass the civics test to be able to vote. I can kind of understand that because you want people that understand the government to be able to vote, right? Because some well, then again, like that would be infringing on the rights of people to vote. So yeah, I think this is not a good policy. I maybe would have to look into details, but just a quick look at it, yeah, bro, you're kind of infringing on people's rights to vote because you feel they should understand this the history of government. So yeah, that wouldn't make sense. She's a racist. God damn, Perm. I wouldn't say she's a racist, but she's definitely a race baiter. And that's just nasty work, bro. That is nasty work. Like, to me, when people race bait, oh, bro, it's so nasty. It's just nasty work. All right, y'all. Let's get off that topic. I didn't realize I was going to talk about that topic for literally almost 2 fucking hours. But what else is in the title? Rappers painting their nails. So if you guys don't know, see, this is why me personally, I'm detaching from hip hop all in all, bro. Like, I'm at the point where I don't give a, like, bro, I'm about to just say fuck hip hop, bro. And I don't give a, like anything dealing with hip hop going forward, I want nothing to fucking do with. Like, I'm getting literally detached from hip hop itself, bro. Like, it's just getting weird, dog. And to me, there was a person that really, really, really pushed this whole painting your nails situation, right? And I'll say this. To me, it was Young Thug. Young Thug was kind of like the first rapper that's like, how can I say this? Because to me, Young Thug was like the first influential rapper that painted his nails, and kind of everybody picked up on it after him. So if y'all don't know, the reason I'm bringing this up is because just recently, Drake painted his nails pink. But wait, let's go. 1,000 women have said, God damn, look at that ass. All right, so let's go back to when this first was like brewing up. So Drake did a live stream with why the fuck am I what's old boy Lil Yachty. He did a live stream with Lil Yachty, and Lil Yachty is known for painting his nails, right? So Drake did this little live stream right here. I'm about to click on it, where he painted his nails yellow.
Been in the news lately for a new look that people were not expecting. He was recently seen wearing.
So this was the live stream. He painted, as y'all can see, he's got his nails painted yellow, and looks like the pinky's blue.
Colored nail polish.
And a lot of people are saying, yo, what if I just literally said dude's name, but this is how much I don't. Lil Yachty, yeah, Lil Yachty is, influencing Drake to paint his nails and to help basically or basically to help Lil Yachty from getting people giving him backlash for painting his nails. To me, that's how it kind of comes off. And that's just my opinion. I've seen it go around on Twitter that's how some other people feel. But I do essentially feel Drake kind of did this to be able to be like, yo, stop making fun of Lil Yachty. I paint my nails too, right? Kind of like the Captain Save-A-Ho situation, right?
Some people were in support of it, like this user who commented.
All right, so y'all seen Drake painted his nails yellow there, right? That was during a Twitter live stream, right? And then just recently, another photo comes out of Drake painting his nails.
1,000 women have said to me, Drake has the hands of a girl. Look at that.
And then this just recently came out where Drake paints his nails pink, right? Race baiters, do they jerk off to interracial porn? God damn, I don't know, dog. My favorite rappers are dead and they didn't OD. Damn. But yeah, as y'all see this, he just recently painted his nails, right? Now, something that I thought was very, I guess, reasonable to see. Go Young Thug, stop painting nails. So, like I said, Young Thug to me was kind of the guy that really like made this a thing, where certain people saw it and kind of picked up on it, and they justified it as, well, Young Thug does it, so whatever I can do it. He he doesn't get looked at as gay, so why should I, right? And then I came across this clip of Young Thug on the Big Boy Show where he talks about why he quit painting his nails.
Are you open with your kids about past and everything?
Yes. My son, I'm like a rock star. I used to wear nail polish. I had to stop wearing it because of my son.
Why?
Because he wanted to have nail polish, and his mom was like, "Man, you can't wear nail polish." He's like, "My daddy did it." So he really wanted to do it. That slowed my career down a lot.
Damn.
I had to step out of the rock star image, but it's like I didn't explain every single thing to him. He understand that.
But what about, okay, you pulled your kids out. What about our kids that you still got in there that's wearing all this damn polish? What about our kids that want to be you?
But I stopped doing it. Yeah. So if you want to be me, you're going to stop doing it.
Okay. All right.
I really stopped.
I think that was a really great question by Big Boy. But I just find it funny that Young Thug had this experience and he spoke on it, and he even felt himself like, yo, like, all right, I could see why this is not beneficial for my kids, right? So I need to stop. Even though I'm in this quote unquote rock star lifestyle, what I'm doing is not beneficial for my kids. My kids are seeing it, and then they're gonna go out, and it's not gonna be beneficial to them because we know how society is, right? Like, bro, like if you're in school and you got your nails painted and you're a boy, bro, other boys are gonna make fun of you. That's just what it is, dog. Like, sorry, it is what it is. Get mad, whatever. Feel how you feel. I don't give a fuck. That's what it is, right? So then even Young Thug have the wherewithal to understand that, all right, I got to stop doing this because I don't want it to affect my kid. But now we got Drake, and Drake, we know Drake has a kid, and he's doing it. And to me, it's very odd to see rappers want to push this whole, like, paint your nails and shit. And, oh, it's a way of expressing yourself. But it's like, yo, what about the effect that you're having on your fans kids, your own kids? Like what effect are you essentially just being okay with the effect because you feel like in support of Lil Yachty, you then you gain something out of, oh, well, I helped Lil Yachty and people stop making fun of him, but you're not considering the effects that it has on kids. Like, that's, to me, that just never made sense. Forget the nails. He should have stopped doing illegal shit. I'm sure that's affecting his son even more. Yeah, that's a fact. But this topic is about rappers painting their nails. Is the shit cool? Who gives a fuck? Or is it like they're pushing an agenda to emasculate men and young men and boys? Because essentially, like, bro, I don't know, bro. To me, painting nails is how you're doing the most, dog. Like, I could understand from the point of a young artist, maybe a teenager artist, or in their early 20s. They're not really fucking, they're just entrenched in trying to be expressing themselves and all this other shit. So they do it. I could see that, but we're talking about a grown ass man, Drake, painting his nails. Like, bro, Drake. I can't even say Drake is my favorite artist because at this point today, he's not, bro. Like, I ain't fucking with a lot of shit that he does. Like, to me, it's odd. It makes no sense. So at one point Drake was my favorite artist. I fucked with his music heavily, but it's like, bro, to me when this like the agenda and the bullshit start to get involved, and it's like, bro, I'm just gonna detach myself. Like, bro, I used to fuck with Kevin Gates heavily, but all this shit that's been coming out about Kevin Gates and shit that he said in interviews, like, bro, I can't even fuck with your shit, dog. Like, bro, like. It's I don't know. I don't know how you would frame it, but to me it's just odd. Like I don't fuck with it. Like it's just odd, bro. Thank you, Dribbles. Thanks for ghost watching. I appreciate you. But yeah, I just think it's odd, bro, and I could be wrong. Maybe someone else has a valid point. But I definitely think painting your nails is an agenda to try to get men to be quote unquote more emotional. Because to me, that's where they hide this agenda behind is, oh, it's okay for men to be emotional, right? But to me, there's a lot of undertones that come with that. And that's where they're coming out with this painting nails is okay. It's men being more emotional, so it's okay. This is men wearing this and that is okay. They're expressing their emotions, this and that. And it's like, bro, like to me, that's all got agenda base behind it. Definitely agenda to gay up the world. God damn, perm. Oh shit, I thought that was Dribbles Abby that said I'm still ghost watching. It's Frank. Yo, my bad, Frank. I called you Dribbles. Oh shit. But yeah, bro. I'm not with this whole painting nail shit, dog. That shit weird. It's like, bro, Drake, I can't even fuck with your shit no more like that, bro. Like it's hard for me to enjoy any recent music you put out because I feel like you're behind pushing this agenda to emasculate men. Because let's be honest, a man that walks around with his wrist limp or wrist bent, bro, nobody's gonna take that man as a masculine man. They're gonna like, oh, he got some sugar in his tank. But that's just but it's because it's not masculine, right? And to me, a man being masculine is okay. It's just fine to be masculine because you have to have that within you to then be able to then adequate it in every in different aspects of your life, such as being a father, being a business owner, being a brother, being what else? Being a role model to maybe the younger people in your life. You have to have some masculinity in you to earn that respect. So it's like, to me, when they're trying to push this agenda to emasculate people, it's just like, bro, like y'all basically making it to where people are gonna be like, yo, remember that time you was doing this fucking shit? Yeah, why should we take you serious? You know what I'm saying? Type shit like that, bro. Let's see. I don't even know if I can react to this shit. It might get clapped, but we're about to find out, right? Let's see. Okay, sure, this tab. Because I watched the whole interview, but it looks like they did put it into looks like they put it into clips. So we'll do a clip thing. Black on black crime or gun violence. And I think, let's see.
I understand that from a historic perspective, from a systemic perspective, white America's hands are not clean. I get all of that. We talked about this with the affirmative action rule last week. We understand that. But in the end, what it comes down to is this: gun control or no gun control. Who the hell's pulling the trigger? And if you're so quick to pull it against one another, how the hell do we possibly have a future? These are our children's lives that are being taken away. Talk about teenagers. Talk about teenagers getting smoked while chilling at a block party. Chilling at a block party. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And you have to pay attention to the numbers because the numbers are dwindling. And you have to pay attention to the numbers because what's going on in our society. Let me give you another stat because I want you to pay attention. Okay? I want you to pay attention. Because see, when you ain't, because there are black folks dying, but it's a double whammy. Because it's black folks dying at the hands of black people. And when black people are killing you, eventually they're going to get caught. And when they get caught, they're going to contribute to the 1.9 million incarceration rate that presently exists right now. How do I know this for sure? Did you know there's 1,566 state prisons in the country right now? Did you know there's 98 federal prisons in this country right now? Did you know that there's 3,116 local jails right now? Did you know that there's 1,323 juvenile correctional facilities? Who the hell do you think they're building it for? Do I have to direct you to the docuseries or the documentary that was 13 on Netflix, directed by Ava DuVernay? You want to go look it up. You can lament the history of this country and how systemic racism and prejudice and all of this other stuff played a role in how black folks and crimes were criminalized to such a degree because you know what? It was modern day slavery. Slavery, the eradication of it was supposed to take place in 1865, so they had to come up with a different way to throw us in jail. Yeah. All true. Nothing false about it. But completely irrelevant when it comes to us shooting one another. What that got to do with a black person pulling out a gun and willing to shoot into a crowd filled with minorities, filled with people who look like them, that share their hue, their pigmentation, their cultural identity, and everything else in between? What that got to do with it? You gonna call it out or not? Because society's coming. Have you been paying attention? Have you been paying attention? Just last week, we sat on this show and we talked about the rulings by the Supreme Court to eradicate race as a consideration from college admissions. People are up in arms about that. And I'm like, you ain't see that coming? You see that coming? Yeah, no, I did. That was coming. Clarence Thomas didn't hit that last year, didn't flat out state last year that he was coming for that. That the state Supreme Court was coming to address all of those things. Last year it was Roe v. Wade. Women's right to choose, gone. Oh, gun control. We're going to alleviate those concerns. We're going to loosen those gun restrictions. So much so that when you look at states by state right now, you're talking about constitutional carry states. That means you have the right to carry concealed weapons without even a permit. Do you know there's now 26 states that have that license? Let me read them to you. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, Wyoming, and just this past Friday, Florida, the state of Governor Ron DeSantis. You now don't need a permit to carry a concealed weapon. Obviously, the lessening and the leniency as it pertains to the gun laws contributed to that. So even in states with the strictest gun laws, California, New Jersey, Connecticut, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, and New York, you go elsewhere. There's 26 states right now. That's what they did last year. This year, in a span of days, they addressed affirmative action. They elevated the religious rights of folks with the woman who didn't want to serve a gay couple. I forgot whether it was with a cake or something for their celebration. She didn't want to do it. And she earned the right to do it through the Supreme Court. What do you think is next? Ever heard of diversity, equity, and inclusion? It's called DEI. You ever heard of that? If you haven't, you should. You know why? Because before it was college admissions. But now within the same ruling, you're going to have a situation where corporations, particularly those that employ 15 or more people, can be under the same rules as public institutions.
Now that's kind of crazy.
I tried to tell y'all this.
That's actually really crazy.
I'm just looking at it. Fair admissions apply the 14th Amendment's equal protection clause to Harvard and other private universities by way of Title VI. That section of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination on the ground of race, color, or national origin by any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Title VII of the 1964 Act, as Justice Neil Gorsuch notes in his concurring opinion, applies the same anti-discrimination principles to private businesses with more than 15 employees. They are liable for damages if they discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. So if you're white, if you're Asian, if you're Hispanic, whatever, and a private industry with 15 or more employees decides that they're going to favor somebody else, and by virtue of doing so discriminate against you, they're no longer protected. Everywhere you turn, folks are coming. As a result, we need all the help we can get. We need each other. We need each other living. We need each other breathing. We need to uplift one another, to galvanize, to inspire and motivate. We need to make sure that our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed, that our eyes are wide open and we can see the forest from the trees. Not smoke one another and take one another out, and damn sure not be quiet about it. But that's what a lot of people want.
I'll say this. I get what Stephen A is trying to do, but bro, I don't think he's going to be successful. I agree that black people should stop killing each other over just fucking stupid ass fucking shit. Just whether it's gang violence, over bitches, whatever, over fucking gambling, whatever it may be. I think that, you know what I'm saying, that shit should stop. But unfortunately, Stephen A, like, bro, you can do this passionate message and all everything, bro. But bro, to me, my faith is gone. There's no change in it, bro. I've seen great leaders. I've seen great people do exactly what Stephen A is doing. And it ain't changed shit, bro. It's just gotten worse. I don't know what exactly it is, whether people want to blame the music, blame gangs, I was just thinking, man, could it just be that people are just fucking stupid? That, bro, bro, it's been gang started in the early like 80s and shit, and 70s, maybe 70s, 80s, but like in the 90s it was like at its peak highest like violence, gang violence and shit like that. And bro, it's been over 20 years and the shit hasn't changed. It's only gotten worse. So Stephen A, you doing this message, bro, like, I get what you're trying to do. Like you said, you're trying to galvanize people, but bro, like seeing videos such as like people, like black people pulling up on each other and just fucking letting shots ring. Like, bro, there was a video of a black man carrying his kid in a gas station, and another black man just pulled out the gun, and by the grace of God, the gun jammed. But he tried to kill another black man with a child in his arms, bruh. Like the other one, when the one dude's with I think he's with his sisters, and he's getting shot at, like, bro, like, and it's right outside like a corner store. It's like, bro, back in the day, like, it used to be like, bro, because you was with your mom or you was with your kid, you got a pass. We'll catch you by yourself. Like, bro, that integrity has went out the window, bro. Like, they don't give a fuck if they see you with all of your kids. Say you got 4 kids, bro. Some of these gang members don't give a fuck, bro, and they'll fire off on you. And it's not just within the black community; it's in other communities as well. But this topic is solely on the black community. So, but bro, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I'm sorry, Stephen A. I don't think you'll message. I don't think you're the messenger for this type shit. Willie Lynch still working. Facts. Like, if y'all don't know the Willie Lynch letter, go look that shit up, bro. That shit's crazy, bro. That's why I don't buy into the whole like dark skin, light skin shit, bro. Because, bro, like, if you read the Willie Lynch letter, that's how they keep people fucking controlled, dog. That when they separate y'all, when they have y'all separating, when they have not y'all, but when they just have people in general separating themselves based off the hue of their skin color, whether it's dark or light, like, bro, that's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. They definitely shouldn't punch women in the face for saying words at the local burger shack. Yeah, I agree. That was insane. Like that exactly, that guy right there. Like, bro, and then that guy's mom, that guy that punched that woman in the face and ended up getting shot by her son. That lady, that the guy that punched the woman, his mother wore a shirt to his like funeral, and on the top of it said "Knockout King." Like, bro, your son got killed for punching someone in the face, a woman at that, in the face multiple times, and you wear a shirt to his funeral saying, like, calling him the Knockout King. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm just saying, bro, like, it's nasty, dog. Like, I pray and I hope for unity within the black community, but bro, it's hard to see it actually happening. Like, of course you're gonna see it in spurts and it happening here and here and here and here and over there. But bro, like, the amount of fucking violence that happens and the amount of gun violence and the amount of it's just like, god damn, bro. Like, we trying to ride with y'all and rock with y'all, but y'all just doing stupid shit like that, and it's like, it puts people in, like, makes them in a position where, like, fuck, dog, I just put my hands in there and give up, dog. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help because the shit is continuing to fucking happen and it's getting worse over time, bro. Like, real quick. I'm bet I was looking at something, but yeah, y'all should definitely go check out the Willie Lynch letter. It definitely opened my eyes and had me feeling like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Cause, bro, this letter from Willie Lynch was written back in like what, 1712. And it's like, damn, bro, like, that shit crazy, bro.
You want the Stephen A's of the world to shut the hell up. And I'm not talking about the white community. I'm not talking about the Hispanic community. I'm talking about my own community. Oh, don't say anything. Why we pointing that out? Why we're talking about it? Because we're dying. That's why.
I have to agree with Stephen A on this part because, like, when the whole like George Floyd situation was going on, people were pointing this out, and I remember people like Tamika Mallory, my son, and other activists were like, "Don't worry about that. Us black people will handle that in our own community." And now we're what, 3 years since that? Oh, not maybe a total of 3 years. I think it has been around 3 years since the George Floyd situation, and but that has not been addressed or handled. So it's like, people, to me now, look in hindsight 2020, people had a valid point there, but it got dismissed because Tamika Mallory and them wanted to solely focus on other things, and it's like, bro, that to me, that now looking at it, that's a very intricate part that has to be dealt with, and it doesn't seem to be being dealt with like they said it would be.
We're killing one another. That's why. You got black people scared to go in their own damn communities. I remember last year watching television, and we had black folks in Chicago calling for martial law, calling for the National Guard to come in and help out local law enforcement just so they could go home safe at night. Are we supposed to be quiet about that? We ain't supposed to say anything? We just supposed to look at race? We supposed to point the finger at white America like we ain't culpable? That's what we supposed to do? Nah. I'm not doing that. As Snoop Dogg says, I ain't selling out, I'm looking out. We're not helping each other by being quiet and averting ourselves from holding our own selves accountable. Period. And you got right-wing networks and left-wing networks manipulating sound bites, grabbing a hold of it just so they can make their point or buffer their point. Bump all of that.
All right, I maybe have to retract what I said because, yeah, he's kind of touching on some shit that really does need to be spoken about. So, I don't know. Hopefully, this part of this interview can be, seen, and hopefully, people will speak on it and address it. But we'll see. All we can do is wait and see, right?
This is about life and death. That's what this is about. This isn't a political issue, veering towards the right or the left. I didn't get into gun control. I didn't get into the Second Amendment and the right to bear arms. I didn't go there. I didn't favor one candidate over the other. I didn't go there. When I speak against Trump, I speak against him, not against Republicans. I speak against him because he doesn't know how to act. I didn't say anything about the right or left. I'm not policy driven and getting into the politics of the situation. When I'm talking about this, I'm a black man. And I'm watching black folks evaporate before our very eyes. Excuse my language, and we don't say shit. Not a damn thing. Bump that. I'm not having it. I'm not being silent. I read you the incarceration rate. I read you the percentage of blacks incarcerated. I read you the top 5 cities with the highest homicide rates. All black, with the exception of St. Louis. And we know when a lot of deaths have occurred in St. Louis, they've been black folks dying. Albeit rightfully so. We lose our damn minds when one of us is killed at the hands of a white person. How the hell are we so silent when thousands of us are falling at the hands of our own? Steve Kerr said it best. When the hell are we going to do something? When the hell are we going to do something? When the hell are we going to do something? Wes Moore, the governor from Maryland, he spoke as well.
Yeah, it looks like majority of the comment section is fucking with his stance here. I'm seeing a lot of Abbeys that have black people in them, and then when you see these little emojis, more than likely it's a black person because they change the color of their emojis. Some people do it to troll too, but I'm seeing a lot of people agree with them. I would agree with Stephen A as well. Like, bro, it's time to stop being quiet. It's like someone right here said, thank you so much for speaking on this. I'm a black man, and I often find myself speaking on this in my circles, and black people get so mad at me. And to me, that kind of just, it made me remember watching the video of Tamika Mallory and my son. Like, I think Killer Mike really didn't speak against it, but I think it was when Tamika Mallory had the microphone is when she addressed this specific kind of topic, saying that her people would deal with it. And basically what she said when she said her people, she was saying black people will deal with this. This is a problem for them to figure out, and that they'll fix it. And like I said, that was like 3 years ago now. I wish other high-profile folks with platforms speak on this issue with the same passion. We can make a difference. Thanks for getting this going, SAS. I'm not sure what SAS is. Great topic. This needs to be addressed. Great job doing so. I've been saying this for a long time. Well done, SAS. Oh, Stephen A. Smith is SAS. Okay. Yeah.
But again, I'm not disrespecting and
I'll say this. I know I've had conversations like this with other black people, and they feel exactly how Stephen A feels. They're like, fuck that shit. We need to talk about it. I've even had conversations with black people where they're like, yo, like, bro, this shit ain't never going to change. Like, they're stuck in their ways type shit. And it's like, damn. Listen, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, we were just reacting to a little clip that he did about he speaks on black crime.
Dismissing what he's saying, but I have to take it with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean you have to, though. Put up that quote. Let's see what he had to say. Governor Westmore of Maryland says, last night we saw yet another mass shooting strike our community, where a celebrity gathering turned deadly. My heart breaks for these victims, their families, and the Baltimore community that is coping with the loss. Maryland is...
Hold on. Celebratory. Okay, I thought he said celebrity.
Had enough of watching gun violence continue to ravage our state and our nation. The fact that these horrific shootings continue to take place is abominable. We as a state will continue to do everything to prevent senseless acts of violence like the one we saw last night. Fair statement. I will credit him for not politicizing.
All right, so if some of y'all don't know what he's referring to, there was a mass shooting in Baltimore. 2 people were killed and 28 wounded. It was in like it was in like an apartment project style kind of area where, like, in some apartment places you'll have where one building's on one side, another building's on the other. There's a sidewalk in the middle. And then each apartment has their, the big front grass yard. And, yeah, bro. And then there was another incident where a black dude in Philly went to a 4th of July party with a vest and all kinds of fucking ammunition and shit and shot the shit up. I think I can't remember how many lives were lost within that one at the Philadelphia situation, but in Baltimore there was 2 people and 28 people injured. Like, bruh, when is this shit gonna stop, dog? Like, come on, bruh. Like, this shit's just getting old, man. Like, it just, I don't know, bruh. To me, it makes it hard for people to back it's not that it's just black people, but it'd be any ethnicity, group, race, community, whatever it may be, bro. Like, anytime that there's a large amount of crime that's being done where fucking, even the people in that community aren't willing to stand up and, basically just, the same way that you'll attack cops and shit when you're protesting, it's the same way you should be going at the people that are causing these kind of crimes within your city. If you see a young fucking kid walking around with a fucking gun sticking out his waist with an extendo clip, like, bruh, you should have the same amount of anger to want to stop that kind of shit instead of turn the other cheek and look the other way and say, I'm gonna mind my business type shit. Like, bruh, to me, when you do that, you're in a way you're enabling the behavior, because you're just like, well, I don't want to get caught up in no shit, so I'm just gonna stay quiet because I don't want to I don't want to be called a snitch. I don't want to have to move from this neighborhood, this and that. Like, bruh, fuck all that, dog. Like, it's time for those people that don't want to call that kind of shit out to start calling it out, or nothing's gonna change, bruh. Respectfully. Real quick, I'm gonna show y'all what they said about the cocaine, pure cocaine being found in the White House.
Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area.
And then just a quick follow-up on this type of tour. Can you explain to the American people who would have access to the West Wing on this type of tour and what kind of protocols are in place?
So look, when it comes to security protocol, that's something that the Secret Service certainly is going to handle. And so that is a question for them. When it comes to visitors to the West Wing, they come for many reasons. Obviously, we do have West Wing tours that occur here on campus. They happen in this particular past couple of days. They happened on Friday, they happened on Saturday and Sunday. The times that they do not happen is when there's a federal holiday, like yesterday, there was not a West Wing tour, and also when there's a large White House event.
So that's going to be their excuse that they're going to lean on is, well, it's a heavily traveled area. So, what do you want us to do? We couldn't see whose cocaine it was. Like, to me, that's going to be their excuse, and they're out as for this situation. But, corrupt people going to do corrupt shit. You know what I'm saying? We know. As a people, we know. But shit, with that being said, y'all, I've been up here for 2.5 hours. I got some shit I got to get done. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all make sure y'all be easy. Please hit that like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. You know what? I didn't even check Streamlabs, so let me check Streamlabs real quick. All right, we're good on Streamlabs, so thank God, because I was about to say, goddamn, that motherfucker didn't ring at all. But, yo, I appreciate everyone that came through. As for the last live stream, that shit did get blocked. Complex got it the fuck up out of here to where I couldn't even trim out the shit. It was just, they completely shut it down. So if you wasn't here for that live stream, then you don't know what happened. But you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Dana White's personal shopper is buying him fakes. That's what I'm gonna stand on. So fuck Complex. He might be. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all be easy, be safe out there. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'm out. Peace. Maybe I'm not. My computer's taking a second. All right. Never mind. I was just kidding, y'all. No, but real quick, let me shout out the people that came through real quick. We got Zilla, So Much Soul, Turtle Day Berry, #Larry. We got motherfucker Antonio White, Sneaker Yachts, DL Kicks, Aaron. Who else came through this motherfucker? Bob. Mr. Bob came through. We got Big Perm, Big Worm. D-Don Dribbles came through. Put at me dribble. Let's see. We got motherfucking Frank came through. He said, I am ghost watching. Shout out Frank. And Jackson could go live. God damn. What the fuck is that? Is that a sweet potato? God damn. I didn't even know they had a sweet potato live. Go live, Jack. Go live, Jack. All right, Zilla. All right, Sneaker Jacks. Y'all be easy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. For real. Now I'm out. Peace.